Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very 37th episode of Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. We're back. We're back at a weird time. If you're watching this on Twitch, you're like, yo, this is earlier than usual. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't know what time it is. Maybe it's the year 3000. If we survived,
Shit!
I hope you enjoyed this episode. But yeah,
if you're watching this in the year 3000, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment if you're from the year 3000.
Has much changed, or do they live underwater?
Tell us about the future.
You won't know the answer because you aren't going to live that long.
It's so like sweet. The conundrum. It's the conundrum of the time machine, right? It's like, what do we want? A time machine. When do we want it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's a time machine.
That's right. Well,
also, Blue Jay, the reason I asked for such things is because, yes, I won't live that long. So I'd like to exert my will beyond the gray.
Of all the people that I know, I feel like Elf, yes, you would be the one that I would assume most likely to become an undying evil creature.
Never summon me as a ghost, that's all I'm saying.
I am terrified to summon you as a person, so I can't even imagine you as an undead creature. We have a look down here. Look in this corner. It's a new person. Hi, Lauren. Hello. Look. Yeah,
that's you.
So we have a new cast member. Lauren has decided to join this motley crew of living shitposts as we attempt to finish Tomb of Annihilation together. God save you, Lauren.
I regret this. Just I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Leaves
featuring
forever.
Today as Melvora Farland. It's Random Tuesday's chair. Thanks for coming, chair.
That is useful.
So tell us before we get into the whole thing, because we're gonna save introducing your character for like it's gonna happen in the game, and we're gonna do that thing where every time I describe anything, the audience will be like, "Is this your new character? Is that tree the character? Adam described that sarcophagus. I bet you the character's in that." So we're gonna do that. That'll be the beginning of the show. But tell us about Random Tuesday the person. I know a little bit about you already, and I know Blue Jay does. But tell our audience, what's your deal? Lauren.
What's my I play a lot of tabletop roleplay games on the internet, which I feel like is in good company here. I play many variety, and then I occasionally stream, and I also make costumes. So sometimes there'll be rolled crap in the back of my room, which is a totally normal thing. I promise it's not a ghost. It will not come to life. Probably. It might.
You don't say things like that. That is inviting bad times.
I know. I used to have it like in my bedroom, and my greatest fear is that I would wake up in the middle of the night and like the dress form would have moved and would just be like hovering over me in my sleep.
That is
so now you can all have nightmares.
That's a very realistic greatest fear, because you would be questioning it every time you wake up. Did it move?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah.
I don't like human-shaped shadows in my bedroom. Like sometimes I have to close my closet door just so I can't like see the clothes.
One of these days, Blue Jay, I'm gonna get like a giant cardboard cutout of like Alex Trebek or something, and I'm gonna sneak it into your room while you're sleeping. You're gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh God, it's Alex Trebek."
Don't do that. That's
very specific.
Yeah, that's really specific.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's just the first person that came to mind. I guess that tells a lot about you.
It says a lot about you.
Jason Momoa or something.
Jason Momoa, but with Alex Trebek's body.
No.
Yeah. Jason Momoa's head, Alex Trebek's body. You get the best of both worlds.
That's not the best of anything.
So, yes, thank you, Lauren, for joining us today.
I'm very excited to be here. I've been told that I'll probably die, and that sounds like fun.
You'll almost certainly there'll be suffering, but hopefully it will be the kind of suffering we can all giggle about at how silly it is. The tomb, we've entered the last act of Tomb of Annihilation.
The actual tomb.
We've entered the tomb itself. Yeah. So far the only things that have been annihilated is everyone's dignity.
Yes, I had poop on my face at one point during the show.
I got so from the last episode.
Wait, and you were your character.
My character.
Just checking.
I didn't start with any dignity, so it's all good.
Hey, that's fair. You did you had it on your character sheet and immediately threw it away.
Started in a jail cell. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it's been interesting the kind of comments and stuff we were getting on the last episode, because it's very tonally very different. People who are longtime viewers of Roll20 Presents chimed in with a, hey, this reminds me of an upside down ziggurat I was at once. So there was lots of feedback about like, oh, this is how dungeon design used to be. I understand. Lots of giggling at folks' expense, and overwhelming accolades for the tolerance of the party for the kinds of silliness that this dungeon puts before you. There is a very certain kind of patience you have to have when it's like, cool, you find the door, there's a switch, what do? I pull it. Oh, well, it drops you into a hole. You're now embedded on some spikes. Everyone
I
has
just
super
remembered
chat.
that I lost my trident last episode and I got really sad.
You did, yeah.
Rip your trident, rip all my stuff.
I was about to say.
Fucking
I know, I
hell.
better
The
remember that.
I've never even seen you use the trident except for poking the ground. Like,
I think I've used it as an actual weapon one time.
Yeah.
It's just it's for effect. I'm a Triton. It was,
You're like
but
one of
I-
those kids at the mall that just carries the skateboard around but can't actually skateboard.
Exactly. Yes.
Nice. Arcturus Vuvaxeth, mall goth. I'm into it. Okay. Do they have hot topics under the sea?
I'm sure they have something similar.
It's more like a wet topic.
That's a different store.
That's wow.
It's the secret back room to Hot Topic.
Look, if I know anything, it's that I blunder directly into things that sound awful.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That's-
Magic fists.
That's very true. Yeah. There was a very
Don't worry,
early
guys, my fists are magical.
There was a very early stream back when we first started playing games together where I think we were playing Diablo, and I was like, "Oh, I see,
Oh, no.
I see how Elf is. Elf is that person."
Elf likes being surrounded by dudes.
So let's give for folks who might by some quirk of fate be tuning in for the first time, maybe because they heard that we had an awesome new cast member, and we're like, I'm gonna go check this out at the last possible moment. And for Lauren's sake, let's get everybody to describe your characters for us. Talk about your characters a little bit. Dave, you're making the best face. Why don't we start with you? Tell us about Malik, Dave.
Okay. Malik is human. He's a human sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
The human sorcerer whose ancient bloodline power is come from a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
A brass dragon. So that means we get to use lots of fire spells. And he is a very friendly guy.
How does Malik feel about monkeys?
He kills them a lot. I've killed a lot of monkeys in this campaign.
Yeah,
It's
you
true. If there was an achievement for killing monkeys, Malik would have gotten it. For sure.
I forgot about the Girillons as well.
Yep.
They also count.
Yeah, they were also.
That's like 30 monkeys.
Yeah.
30 whole monkeys.
I would just like to point out that because the fight in which this event I'm going to discuss happened with you all getting knocked unconscious and things being more serious for you afterwards, I like that you literally burned to death the only hireling the group has ever really had for any length of time, and no one has called you on it yet. That it's just like, he must have just incinerated horribly by accident after
There
Malik
was a
cast
lot
that
of
spell.
other shit happening.
There was so much other stuff happening.
He was so loyal, and he served you so well, and then you lit him on
He
fire.
was an annoying piece of shit. Okay, so it's
I really liked him.
How
He was
quickly
nice.
they
Friend.
turn on us.
Wait, is that who Lauren's playing? Is she Orvex returned from the grave?
Right, yeah, you were playing Orvex's
A
burnt
vengeful monkey.
Orvex's burnt corpse. Yeah, and he's been reincarnated as a horrible monkey who's immune to fire damage.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm really into
Right.
adversarial player relationships, so I just picked the things that everyone hates the
So
most.
Lauren's allowed to play a skeleton and I'm still not.
Yeah, less a skeleton, more like a hot pocket. So Blue Jay, who are you playing, and why is your last name pronounced the same as an obnoxious musical instrument?
It's not.
Okay, all right.
So I'm playing Arcturus Vuvaxeth, not Vuvuzela,
Mhm.
Vuvaxeth. He is a Triton Tempest cleric of Istitia. Istitia is like I think started in 4th edition D&D, just like a water god. He's neutral. He doesn't give a shit about anything. I am lawful good though.
Yes, you are.
Very lawful good. So remember that. And Arcturus is like a bashful stutter boy who likes ladies that could murder him.
That's good. I like how most people would describe their characters like, you know, spells or like pertinent Dungeons and Dragons information. Arcturus goes right for the like lewd stuff. Like,
Yeah.
just really into getting beat up.
Yes,
cool.
actually.
I mean, you know, that's fine. Cool. Yeah. So you serve Istitia, which means that the party mostly has spent much of their time being like slightly damp. Pretty much the whole time. Like, just if you get
Wait,
the blessing.
you call me on some things, and that one doesn't get, nobody says anything about that. Okay,
Yeah, no. Listen, your dampness is your own problem, not mine. But Arcturus, that is the blessing of Istitia. And yes, yeah, currently Arcturus is experiencing the loss of a precious trident. Speaking of losing things, last but not least, let's be real, the semi-official mascot of the party, the only one that would get their own merchandise, Ichi Snaggletooth Elf. Tell us about everybody's favorite kobold.
Ichi Snaggletooth is, of course, the greatest kobold duelist known to Faerun, or wherever we are.
Mm-hmm.
She is a level 5 fighter and a level 2 rogue. And she's very earnest about being heroic. It's very important that we be, you know, heroes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I say about her?
She wears a red cloak that is like half of somebody else's cloak, like ripped at the edge, and she has a little hat on that's like wide brimmed, but clearly it's been stood on a few too many times, and the feathers like all crooked.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much Ichi. I would describe that she has a rapier and she's very cool with it, but I don't have one right now.
It's been slightly disintegrated because of the result of some.
I would like to note that I did pick up the rusty remnants of such a rapier.
Yes,
Just
yeah, it's a good call. It's very it's important. It's got some emotional value to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ichi has a long list of almost accomplished heroic deeds, such as Ichi Snaggletooth, almost slayer of a Hydra 1v1. Almost soul killer of a Tyrannosaurus Rex twice. But it just goes to show you need your friends around to help you out.
You do.
So the party has found themselves nearing the completion of the mighty quest that they have been on for these long 37 episodes. After traveling through the jungles of Chult, seeking out the massive snake edgelord Rasen Sea, and witnessing his demise to the very curse they hope to end. They have found themselves at the mercy of the Yuan Ti, who captured them and brought them to this place under the orders of their new queen to retrieve for her a crown of black opals. But mainly, you're here to deal with the death curse that is plaguing the realms. So far, the tomb seems to have been built or patronized by an entity known as a Sararak of the debatably pronounced name. And he has assembled for you a cadre of strange traps and mysterious objects. He's also the force responsible for imprisoning or perhaps killing and then imprisoning the souls of a group, a minor pantheon of Chultan gods, known thus far as the 9 gods. 2 of whom I believe you have released from their prisons. One of which is currently occupado in Malik's brain pan, offering him advice and suggestions for how to be a nice guy, leaving you with the remainder of the gods and the rest of this awful tomb.
Oh, thank you. You reminded me I had to prep augury next time we had a rest. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So the very last thing that happened, and I'll pop over so folks can see, and I'll bring your. I made you a little Melvora token. I'll drop it on the map, and you can follow the other players around if you would like to be able to see the map, so that you're not just sitting there in the dark. Learn while we describe these things.
It's very dark.
So I think before we see the current party in their rusty situation that they are in, I think that we probably begin with another scene somewhere else. And this is presented, if this were the TV show, it would be presented in a very like, the way we've been envisioning the game so far, if you would like a kind of a genre for your brain, is we pretty much just decided partway through that this is like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like all of the characters are kind of cartoonish, and like, even when bad stuff happens, it tends to kind of happen off screen. There's been some horrific stuff, but we've cartooned it up. So when you envision it, think of it as like like Avatar: The Last Airbender, or like Teen Titans or something.
I was gonna say like Teen Titans.
Teen Titans,
Yeah, it's very Teen Titans.
Serious enough, but like still.
Yeah, not quite like Batman the Animated Series levels of like grittiness, but yeah, like bright colors and blocky character designs and stuff. So
Wait, if it's Teen Titans, does that make Malik Raven? Like, I'm pretty sure it does.
Am I Beast Boy?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, no, definitely not the D&D, the 80s cartoon from the D&D, because that would make me the Dungeon Master, and that guy is the worst. I don't want to have anything to do with that. He is a shitty little gnome, and I'm out. I don't want to be a part of that. Plus, also, someone would have to be a pony, so no. So we begin this episode, it's like Tomb of Annihilation, brought to you by Hasbro, and which is actually technically true. So we would fade in on like an action sequence. There'd be like aggressive rock and roll music, and it wouldn't be clear what's going on right away. There would be like a burst of fire, and then like a screaming skull of green energy flying past the camera, and it would be clear that there's some kind of like epic battle going on. Maybe we would see a flash of a knight with a shining armor and a magic sword fighting his way through a group of skeletons. We would see a wizard in long robes casting spells. And among this battle sequence, it's clear there's a bunch of people. They're in a dungeon. It's a terrible place, and there's undead everywhere. And as we pan back to see the foe that they are battling, we see standing atop a pile of skulls, holding an evil-looking staff and wearing a crown of bones. We see like an unmistakable figure of like an archlich. He's glowing with malevolent energy. He's casting death bolts at the adventurers who are bravely, doing battle with these people. Among them, we get the kind of like action intro sequence of your character, Lauren. So in the middle of this like brave battle against the archlich, what do we see Melivora doing? What does your character look like? And just give us like a quick shot of kind of like how she's like fighting with these skeletons.
So the first part, you would probably see like sword or scimitar and shield, like, except I think it's a cartoon, so it would pan across and then the camera would drop down because
right. we'd see skeletons just like going flying and not know why, and then have to pan down to see you.
There's that moment where you're like, boom, and you see the tiny halfling with the scimitar and the shield, and then probably like mobbed by a pile of skeletons, and then throws off the pile of skeletons, and there's a giant bear.
Awesome. So there's like a roar, and we see this enormous bear throw off the skeletons. Is there anything like special about the bear that lets us know that it's not just like a generic bear?
So,
like, are you wearing like a fancy collar, or like
the bear very clearly is not all one color the way bears are supposed to be. Like if you looked closely at Melivora, she's got the vitiligo patches, and the bear has the exact same markings.
Cool.
And then there's also the two different colored eyes, and so it's like very clearly like she's all right at transforming, but it's not the best.
Nice. So we see the group of you and your adventuring companions working their way through the horde towards your foe, this mighty archlich who has been plaguing the land and who you're here to deal with, to get rid of, to save the land. And he looks down and he begins to incant a spell. And he throws a bolt of crackling black energy at you, Melivora, and you swipe a paw to knock aside a bunch of skeletons, and the bolt crashes into you. And with a shout of surprise from your friends, we see you disappear. There's a flash of green light, and Melivora vanishes. And we can hear the cackling of the archlich as your friends try to continue their battle. Having lost you from their party. We fade out on that scene, and we fade in on I assume probably Ichi, because you were the one who was at the end of the hallway being like, hey look, I found secret doors. So there's the narrow hallway. We see Arcturus and Malik on one side. We see Ichi kind of on the other, and then there's this enormous statue, all dinged and broken up, and then a huge pile of rusted objects and weapons and what have you, down at its feet. So Ichi, what are you
If
saying?
I remember correctly, I just peeked out of the hallway and been like,
Okay, so there's like 2 doors down here. But you gotta get past the statue. So
We were gonna go around to the window, and you were gonna open the door. Remember?
right, that's good. Let's do that.
Well, don't die before we get there. And
Look, if I don't move, I'm pretty sure I'm okay. If anything with metal comes into this room, it's gonna get thrown at the statue. So it's
all right. Well, we'll be quick. Malik.
oh, my metal is gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just go back around and like past the grate.
Okay. So when you come around the corner, hang on just a second.
Okay.
So you come around the corner and you look down this hallway, and you can see to one side you see the terrible like wide mouth of the shadow sphere in the statue.
mouth.
Yeah, to the left you can see the hallway. There's still like darts sticking out of the wall from when you ran through. And then up ahead there's the stained glass window. But Malik, I think when you come around the corner, you feel like a tingling sensation. You can feel the unmistakable presence of strong magic at work. And I don't know, do you stop? What do you do when you feel that? And it's like right when you come around the corner. So Arcturus, you're probably still back there.
Okay.
Yeah. He stops. He puts a hand backwards to just be like, stop your face. Don't come around the corner.
Hey. What's
What's going on?
Shut up.
Okay. Sorry.
Have a little sniff.
You're not little Fa.
It smells like musty corridor down here.
I wasn't sure if I'd gotten that draconic ability yet.
No, you still have human nose.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make an Arcana check to try to like figure out what's happening.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Bleh.
Okay. No.
9 Arcanas.
You just have like this sensation of something. There's a like the pressure is changing in the air. Your lantern is flickering, and I think that's when Arcturus, you notice this, and Malik, you obviously do because it's affecting you. But there is a sudden intake of air rushing past you as if the great demon mouth were inhaling. And so you can feel your robes and your like cloak flickering. The light in the lantern starts to flicker and then turns bright green. And so you're bathed in this like sickly light. And there's a glow from the eyes, the demon eyes of the statue. This green light just springs forth.
Oh, no.
And you hear like a tearing sound as a dark fog pours out from its mouth. And through the fog, you can see, limned in a strange like green light, a hulking shape, an enormous creature, sort of like stumbles forward out of the fog and lifts its head up to look at you. You see 2 pinpoints of greenish light as the fog sort of swirls around. This thing has been conjured up from the mouth of the demon.
Ichi?
Ichi is too far away to hear you unless you yell.
I got no weapons. What do
So
you want me-
Arcturus, you've backed up against the stone,
Yeah.
the stone and metal railing, and like behind you, we get that shot directly from above where you look over your shoulder and you can see the drop into darkness.
Oh dear. And I'm like holding up my shield like in front of me, and it's still got light cast on it, and like I've got my hammer in my other hand, and I'm like, I didn't expect. Did you trip over something or?
No, shh. Let me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Creature. What are you?
Wait, you are actually trying to talk. You usually just try and kill me.
Yes,
The howling of the and like your clothes are flapping and like the quiet words that emerge from your face get sucked away into the dark, and you hear in response only a low like a growling sound from the cloud.
Oh dear.
And the fog begins to dissipate, and you can make out the bulk of this thing. It's enormous. It has big like hunched shoulders. There's spittle dripping from its jaws. It's got enormous, terrifying teeth, and you see it sort of stumble out, and the fog kind of clears around it.
Oh dear.
And you see an enormous bear. For your part, Melvora, after the bright flash, things get confusing. They get foggy. You can't quite like make out what happens. You remember, and I think that we get, this is again the like cartoon like trans-dimensional travel sequence where there's like a tunnel of light and like this bear sort of tumbling through space. And the further away you get from your friends and from your quest and from the world, from whence you have been banished, the farther they get from your mind, until when you're vomited up into this dungeon, you have only the vaguest memories of where you came from. You remember something, but it's mostly bear. You're mostly bear right now. And when you look up, you see two strange creatures. You see a blue-skinned monster of some kind, and what looks like an evil wizard. Your vision is kind of obscured. What do you do?
It's true. Malik does look like an evil wizard.
He is an evil. He's a super evil wizard.
Yeah. He's got a. I mean, the last thing you saw, and you can very vaguely remember, was the face of the the Arch-Lich, and his staff topped with the green flame, and you see this sorcerer holding a staff with a green lantern hanging from the end of it. So yeah, what do you do?
I think as a bear just like rolls over, probably was on her back, and like gets up and then totally ready to charge, and then it's like you hear telepathically, Malik, yes, Malik, yes. You're not a lich.
And I telepathically speak back.
So yeah, Malik is wearing. Malik, would you like to describe your stupid hat?
Yeah. Underneath my headscarf, I have a big helmet that looks like it's made out of bronze or something, and it's got like goggles that go over the eyes but don't have any lenses in them. They're just like round. And if I took off the wrappings, it's carved to look like a brain on the top. It's stupid.
It's really stupid
It's
looking.
really stupid looking. Let me show it to you. There's your cool hat.
It is the dumbest looking gadget I've ever seen.
Malik's
That's what
cool
Malik's
hat.
wearing.
So he's wearing that.
Nice, cool hat.
Under his head.
Which maybe is why you thought he was a weird skull man the first time you saw him. But as the fog clears, yeah. So Arcturus, all you see is Malik doing the like Mentok thing towards the bear, and this bear
and the
just
bear
looking
is
at.
just like.
Actually, I guess Arcturus,
Drops down
you
on all
see
fours.
you see some kind of terrifying land manatee, maybe.
Yeah. We haven't encountered a
I don't
bear
think
yet,
you know what a bear is.
and we wouldn't have encountered one in Cholt anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a very, very big growly thing. And Malik is just like standing it off, and Arcturus is like shaking a little bit behind his shield, and he's like, how are we to get past this? Malik,
I'm talking to the thing.
you know how to speak this?
Yes, why not? No, I'm not a lich, and we don't have to fight. Let's just calm down. I don't know why a bear can think telepathically.
Well, that's just rude.
Maybe, but also based on past experience, generally this isn't a thing that happens with bears.
Well, clearly you're not trying hard enough.
Are you still?
Yeah, I turned around to Arcturus.
You're gonna have a sassy bear.
Yeah, it doesn't seem aggressive. More sassy. I think we're.
Actually, at this point, the bear like sits on its haunches and crosses its arms.
Malik is like, it's not. The bear's not aggressive. It's just kind of a dick.
Could you ask it if we could go past? We need to get to Ichi. Could you ask it if we could?
Yeah. Can probably understand what you're saying right now.
What? Hello, creature. Can we go? Our friend is. I switched to like Earth Primordial. I don't know.
Okay, no, I understood the first part, and you hear this coming to your mind.
Not another one. Oh God. Can we had several things inside our heads recently. So
oh, I'm sorry. Here. And then Melivora will take the action and or bonus action and turn into a tiny halfling.
Oh. Where did it
Well, that's nope.
And there's this small, like very average build and average size halfling, like massive frizzy curly hair, like pulled back into as much as she can, but it's got all those little like frizzes in the front. Clearly some patches of like lighter skin and darker skin as all over her face. She's got a badger pelt across her shoulder over her studded leather armor. And she's like sword, scimitar. Hi. Where am I?
So looking around, Melivora, you're looking at the party in front of you first, and you see you're in a hallway. It's pretty like dank, but there's plants, so it's got some kind of like water source. Like there's water flowing into this place from somewhere, because there's like scrubby kind of like dirty plants laying around on the floor. The architecture here seems vaguely familiar to you, but when you turn your head to the left, you do not know why, but you immediately recognize the bearded demon face on the wall behind you, and it sets like a dread in your heart. You don't know who this is, but there's a deep familiar like, oh, this is a bad thing, and I'm in a bad, scary place. You can't remember why you got here. You have convenient adventurer's amnesia, but you definitely like something about that face is familiar to you.
This is the Temple of the Nine Gods, which has been overtaken by a Surak the Eternal.
Yeah, this isn't somewhere you want to be unless you're forced to by angry.
I'm not entirely sure how you got here or where that thing went or whether you can leave or not. Sorry.
Wait, did you see the stick I put through there on the other side?
Yeah, we put a stick. Also the bag of sand.
Yes. Shortly preceded by a bag of sand.
You definitely don't remember seeing a stick or a bag. I mean, you've seen sticks and bags of sand before in your life, but not recently, and certainly not on whatever confusing thing has happened to you of late.
No, I think there were no appearing sticks.
Right.
Holding a scimitar, like.
Well, we came in that way, and I point like over here, right over here, down the. But I think it's closed now. Okay.
Well, where's the other way out then?
I'm not sure. We were. Now that thing is gone. I hope it doesn't come back.
I have an idea. I'm sorry, I'm very remiss in not introducing myself.
Oh.
My name is Malik, son of Tahir. It's been a difficult time recently for both of us. Forced into this tomb against our will. This is my companion Arcturus. We have another with us, the kobold Ichi, who's scouting up ahead. May I ask your name?
Yes. Hi, I'm Melivora Farglen.
And you're just wandering around.
Well, I was fighting something.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that thing, the big thing with the...
No, maybe. She like scratches her head and does like a lot of very like displays of trying to remember things. Yep, nope, it's gone. But then I ended up here, and now I have met you. So my day is going a day.
Malik, Malik, you hear it's getting very crowded in your head. Malik, you hear the spirit that is occupying you say, "Oh, she seems nice."
Yeah, no, I think back. We've got to.
We really do need to get Ichi.
By the way, I don't know it's taken them this long to get to the window, so I will have already opened the secret door.
Okay, you want to have already opened that door? Okay.
Yeah.
So I like that. Ishi's just like, they're taking too long, so fuck this. Okay, all right.
Very reasonable.
All right, so Ichi, let me see the.
Oh, there's a dude right in front of me.
It is a body. So when you open the door, the body that was like you're looking at its back.
Yeah.
There it is.
So I'll read the description of the room for you again. So a vaulted tomb overgrown with moss and creepers, a stone sarcophagus resting on a steep stepped dais in the middle of the floor, on the wall behind the sarcophagus. So for you, it'd be to your right if you were to go into the room. You remember 2 large statues of bears gripping a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask of paper mache and feathers. An arched window to the east, so on your left when you come in, offers a view of the tunnel beyond. So you're waiting for your friends to come up there. But right now, you are behind the corpse sitting in the throne. So you can see his his legs and the back of the throne.
Can I just be like, excuse me?
Yeah, you can squeeze through if you want to.
Squeeze past this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you want to squeeze past and go into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When you let's see, how far across is this room? Okay. So when you come into the room, you see oh boy, this is gonna be a whole thing. Okay. So you see the disc of eyes, and the eyes all move and they point at you when you
they're looking at me.
Come into the room. Yeah, so the eyes turn to like look at you. Yeah, let me see if anything happens. Oh yeah. So the guy that you just squeezed past, you hear a groan say, like from the corpse, like, ugh, and all the corpses kind of like lurch up and start to stand. And so let's roll initiative, I guess, because you've just woken up the corpses. That's good stuff. I just want to know.
I enjoyed the part earlier in chat where someone says he runs past them.
Yep. Well, on the plus side, this is going to give somebody the opportunity to make the heroic dive through the window.
Yeah, I want to see someone
I'm excited.
like do the action movie plate glass window smash.
I have a shield, so you also have the shield, Melivora. Okay. So just like the window thing.
Yeah, you gotta do the 3-point superhero landing. We'll see whoever everybody runs for the window. No, let me do it. All right, so let's roll initiative. So. Go ahead and click.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'll be
the first through the window.
Okay. I didn't think that was going to happen.
We're still a little out of it.
Yeah, it's totally all right. And so since you were playing a druid and a shapeshifter, you tell me what you want to shapeshift into, and then I'll grab the token from the monster manual and assign it to you.
Cool. Okay.
When you need it. So it looks like everybody's a little slow. The creatures in the room also having a slow day. They're just waking up. So the eyes of the disc like turn to look at you. There's a groaning as the creatures begin to animate. And then Ichi, I guess, like, are you yelling and shouting? Like
the creatures start moving, and I go like, "Hey guys, little help!"
Okay, Malik, make a perception check. Actually, no, it's not about you listening actively. It's about how loud Ichi can be. Ichi, make a performance check.
Oh.
Make a performance check, and the difficulty will be, I guess, like the inverse of Malik's passive perception. Malik, what's your passive perception?
It's really bad.
It's 10?
10.
Okay, so it's DC 10 then.
Great.
Yeah. Make a screaming check. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You
All
did
right.
it.
So Malik, when initiative begins, you hear faintly, like far away, like ah, ah. You hear the sound of Ichi Snaggletooth shouting for help.
I hate to break up the dialogue going on.
No, it's very important that we get to the
Sorry.
fighty.
If you'll excuse us, she was supposed to wait, but
How was I supposed to know behind the wall when you would be in the window?
Malik's
This is
response
what
to
I'm
this is, "Pardon me a moment."
Do you need some help?
Yeah, it would be very much appreciated if you could provide it. Now, let me see this stupid glass window. Let me fix that.
I mean, it's see-through, right?
It is, yeah. You can. I think you can misty step through a glass window. 'Cause
I
based on-
don't want to, but I could.
But
I mean, just so you know, guys, my plan is take the dodge action.
Yeah,
That's-
and get
I got
swarmed
no
by.
weapon. I got no weapon.
That's a great plan. It's an excellent plan, truly.
Then I have an even better special move to do right now.
do the undead have weapons on them?
They have their hands. They have their gnarled, bony
Yeah,
claws.
doesn't fucking everything. All
Look,
right.
They have this. They have this cool
Yeah.
Edgar Winter haircut, and
Gross.
They seem to have
They're all
lost most
part
of the
of
front
a
of their
metal
face.
band.
Looks like Arthas if you gave him a couple more years on the.
yep.
And I shout, Ishi, you behind anything?
I'm in the hallway.
Perfect. And I shoot a fireball into the center of the room.
Okay, now fireball. I think you need a clear line from you to the thing, right? Like if it hits an obstacle between you. Because let me look at fireball. Because I don't know if it conjures the fireball or if you
Flashes from you, your pointing finger to a point you
Yes.
choose within range.
so it would hit the
So
window.
There has to be a line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't have
so
you
this
don't have line
time-
of sight.
Smash the window.
Yeah, this time I'll smash the window. I'll just chuck a firebolt through it.
Okay. Let me take a look at the Windows stat situation here. This is the part where the rules are like, I don't care if you can throw fire from your hands, it's gonna bounce off a glass window. Because it has stats. It requires hitting it
It's
first.
double glazed. Come on.
That's right. Exactly. They're heat sealed. Say what you will about Acererak, he cares about keeping his energy bills down. Yes, it does have an armor class. Go ahead and roll to see if you can impact it.
God, if I don't. That'll probably do.
Yeah,
That's
you
probably-
hit it. Okay, so roll damage.
23 points of flight. Why don't I roll so well on the
Okay,
window?
so damage threshold is it ignores, because some objects have this. Damage threshold ignores all damage below that threshold,
Below
right?
that threshold.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Sure.
So you almost break the window. So you throw the firebolt at it. It hits the surface of the window. The window cracks, like big cracks go out through it.
Is it safety glass?
But
Is
the
it just...
window, yeah, the window is still, it's still intact. Yeah.
This is a very strong window. I'd recommend caution in using your body to break it.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Do what you
Ishi, it's your turn. Okay, so you want to take the dodge action?
Sorry, you're muted. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh shit. Okay. Take the dodge action. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it in the hallway so that only one white can get at my ass. That's the plan.
Okay. All right. Let me put that shield on you. Okay. All right. So you see them start coming to life, and as it's lifting itself up off the throne, you like scamper past it in the other direction. Cool. Okay. All right. Arcturus, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna try and remember how to do this. No, that's wrong. Oh, hey. Ha! Ha!
Congratulations.
Okay, so I can use my double movement and I just have to kind of like chance it because I can't double move and then make a check as well because that's an action, right?
Yeah. And before you continue,
Is jumping.
and before you continue, Dave, you do destroy it's very confusing. You do destroy the window. It's not, it reduces the damage above that number, but if you can do more than that, you do all of it, which doesn't.
Yeah, it's to stop you from hitting a door for 20 hours doing 3 points of damage
Right.
a turn.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So the window
So can I just run and jump, I guess?
falls and breaks. Yeah. It just took a second. It was just hanging in the frame. I mean, if you just want to move right through the gap, you can.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I have 40 feet of movement to get here. So can I just have ran and jumped instead of like trying to just walk over the grate or something? Or do I have to like wait until next turn to like
You can jump as part of your movement. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll have jumped then. This was 40.
Okay. So you're gonna run up and then jump
Yeah.
as part of your movement over the grate.
And that's my whole movement.
Okay. All right. So you're running there. Okay. All right. So, as expected, the rest of the undead awaken and start stumbling out into the room to see what the big deal is. So they stagger across and kind of as you expected.
Cluster,
Ishi.
yeah.
They're just like intruder, and they're trying to get at you. But only one of them can actually attack.
I just wanted to look at your cool sarcophagus thing.
And it does so. So you asked if they have weapons. You see the thing reach down and draw a rusty longsword from its belt. It draws it from a scabbard, and its other hand, its left hand, begins to glow with a baleful, not really glow because it's the absence of light, but it starts to like give off a darkness.
unglow.
Yeah. And so it takes a wide swing at you with its longsword.
Yep. So you're aiming for AC 20 at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yep. Okay, so you duck out of the way and it scatters off the wall, and then it lunges for you with its hand. It's dark, scary hand.
Don't touch me.
Just barely.
Yeah.
So yeah, you leap back as it leaves like a trail of like the moisture in the air like freezes, and so there's like snow almost as it like lunges for you.
Okay.
The others snarl and hiss, trying to get at you.
So I gotta make a con save right here.
Let's see.
Yeah, target must succeed.
Oh, that's only if it hits you. It didn't hit you, right? I got a 16 because it's a disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because you're dodging.
I was looking at all the numbers for some reason.
Yep. No, that's okay. It's not often that they have disadvantage hitting you, but you're in dodge mode. So okay. Milivora, what would you like to do?
Doesn't really know what's happening in this room. She can't see very far.
They're shouting and
stuff.
The groaning of undead.
This sounds bad. So the first thing she's gonna do is just move closer and see what's happening and figure out like, do I need to turn into an animal or do I need to cast a spell?
Yeah, right. Because right now all you can see is this broken glass, and then like maybe like you can see the length of Malik's lantern light. And so you can just see this sarcophagus and you hear some groaning and maybe see some movement, but yeah. Okay.
Well, and you can see us running towards,
That sounds bad. So I'm going to go ahead and move because I can move straight through. Like, I just go through Malik's legs, just like, excuse me, gotta go.
Okay. All right. So you scamper forward.
By 25 feet.
Okay.
Just straight forward.
Okay.
I think, can I move my token or do you move my token?
You should be able to. Yeah. Yeah. If
Good.
you use the select move tool.
I had the wrong button.
That's okay.
So there's a really cool thing that you can do.
No, Dave.
Would you like to give the tutorial, Dave, or do you want to wait?
So just moves forward, and I think at that point I can just about see that there's this giant monstrous undead. Or the larger one.
Yeah, there are some sort of semi-familiar looking ambulatory corpses bearing weapons and glowing with necromantic energy. Yeah, you can see them through the gap there.
That doesn't sound good. I'm just gonna throw. I'm gonna cast out and use a cantrip and throw a thorn whip at them because that should be a 30-foot range. Can I see any of them enough to attack them?
Yeah, you kind of got like line of sight on this back dude here. I'll give him some cover, but yeah, if you want to try to,
I'm just like I'm gonna curve that thorn whip.
Yeah,
you know, like
right.
bend those bullets, and then hopefully pull it towards me so that I can tear its shit apart.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
That's the goal.
So in your sheet, yeah, you should be able to just do the macro there.
Yep.
Yeah, even with the addition of cover, the Thorn Whip snaps out, and so
You're being rude.
So Arcturus, you hear the cracking of like a bullwhip as you see this sudden tendril of thorny vines rip past you, and then hit the creature
For
for
1 point of damage.
Wait.
Stunning.
That's not right. You should have more damage because your level.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I needed
Thorn
to-
Whip increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level, so it's 2d6 damage now.
Okay, so you
I
can
had
roll
not
another
updated
D6.
this. So
Yeah.
let me do a. Let me.
You
update
do.
it. 2d6.
Saved from the embarrassing
I
one.
mean,
point.
you say saved, but
It could be just another one.
okay, so 7 total. All right,
Way better.
cool.
Sorry, let me try that again and then pulls harder.
Okay, all right. So, are there other effects from?
It
from
lets
Thorn
me
Whip?
move them 10 feet closer to me.
Okay, and you want to do that?
Yes, I do, because I can't see for shit right now.
Okay.
I think let me double check if they get a save.
It doesn't say.
Is it a large creature or smaller?
Is a smaller than large creature.
Perfect. Then it moves 10 feet closer to me. I'm like, I'm going to deal with you now.
Ooh, we've got Thorn Whips and Fish Whips.
Thorn Whip
Yeah.
and Fish Whip. I know. It's just
Now
double.
It's great.
Okay,
It's
so yeah,
excellent.
the Thorn Whip, it doesn't do a ton of damage, but its thorns bite into the creature's desiccated flesh and yank it backwards. Ishi, you see just like limbs, basically. You can't
There's
see.
too many things for me to see fucking anything.
Yep. Okay, all right. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Melvora?
I think that's everything. I'm not going to go animal yet.
Okay, Malik?
Ishi, stand back if you're not already.
I'm as far back as I can get.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
how Malik is just like, stand back and I hope I don't hit you with this fireball. Okay.
Yeah, it's fireball time.
It's cool. I got good dexterity save. I'll be all right.
Also, Ichi, are you proficient? Can you use a scimitar?
I can. I would really like a finesse weapon of some kind. So if
It is a
a
finesse weapon.
then yes.
Oh my god,
indeed.
Ishi's gonna love you to death. Okay, so I think the fireball can hit everything in the room, but you want to put it far enough away that it can't, because it'll spread into that hallway, right?
I don't actually know where Ishi is. So.
No.
You know?
Well,
It's cool.
the only
like
point
I said, I have a good dex.
the only
save.
point you can really target from where you're standing
Is it
is
in the middle?
yeah, like right in the middle, which would mean what are you gonna do?
Here's fine.
Okay.
I'll do it in the back corner of the room.
Okay, cool. All right, so it'll fill. How far out does it go? 30 feet?
That's
the radius?
It's been a little while.
I haven't fireballed anything in like 2 episodes.
20 foot.
20 feet? Okay.
Okay.
So the back corner is not a good call. You won't hit anybody.
No, in which
You
case...
hit one guy.
Yeah, I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to see, oh, they're all clumped up around there. In which case, I'll pop it
I'm also dodging, so
here, I guess.
Yeah, and that'll hit all of them. Yeah, good stuff. Cool.
Use fireball
The
time.
one thing, if I could have any power of a D&D character, it would be the ability to perfectly estimate distance and space. Like
Yeah, sweetheart.
it's magical. You're like, yeah, that's exactly 20 feet away, and if I make a sphere there, it'll go
Nope.
like right up to Ichi's face, but not
nope,
not
it
hit.
would still be prestidigitation. Yes.
Okay, all right. So I have a ton of saving throws to make. Dave, do you want to
Okay.
roll the spell, and I'll start making saves.
Yeah, I'm going to spend some sorcery points as well so I can firebolt afterwards.
Or thaumaturgy. That'd be a good one too.
Yeah, let's cast a fire.
Whatever makes me be able to clean up my house with a snap, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Is that prestidigitate?
I think I
Mhm.
wonder if I have a
Yeah,
handout for these guys
that's what I
because
want.
their stock art, while not quite what I described, their stock art is too good not to share with you. They look so stupid.
Metal band?
They look amazing. Let's see. Oh, I do have a handout. Look at how cool and tough these guys are. Look at that cod piece.
God damn it.
Oh my god, they're so edgy.
Oh wow. Wait, if they actually have arrows and bows, then you could get your arrows back,
Oh my
Ishi.
god, they're so
That's
good.
All
Look at that
right,
outfit.
well, there's 33 points of
Oh boy.
damage. I'll make you save.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Yeah, totally. They're Agarans. Okay, So you hit all of them. So we'll start with the one closest to Ichi. Dexterity save. And we got, and the save is 16, right? Okay.
Correct.
All right. So either they're going to take 33 or 18?
16.
16. Thank you, math. Okay. All right. So this one takes 16. Then the next one down and left. And then the one next to that one. Okay. So they both fail. All right. So those two get hit. Excellent. Okay. Then the bottom middle. And then the one to the right of it. Okay. Malik putting in work. And then...
That's what it's for.
Yeah, right. Bunch of enemies clustered together. And then
It's a
the
pretty
last
good,
one...
pretty good value fireball.
The last one closest to you. Nice. So only 2 of them saved. Excellent. Yeah, you hear the familiar for everybody. For Arcturus and Melvor, for Arcturus and Ichi, you can basically, you could almost cast this spell yourself. Like, you can hear the familiar sounds of Malik intoning a fireball spell. The room warms up slightly. The bolt flies into the room, and then you're like 3, 2, plug your ears, boom, and it erupts into the room. There's flame everywhere. The wights in the room, they scream in anger, more anger than pain, as they realize that they're not merely being attacked by a single kobold, but there are other foes. And so they turn to the window and they see the group of you. Up there.
So none of them died. That's bad. Okay,
Yes,
firebolt.
none of them are dead.
Firebolt.
Okay, do it.
Is it 17?
And this is the one you're firing at, the one closest to you.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, 17's a hit.
18 more points of damage.
Nice. Okay, so that one, you pierce its chest with a molten glass firebolt, tears through it, and yeah, suddenly the the thorn whip goes slack as the white like burns up and
I was taking care of that.
falls
I don't
backwards.
want it any closer to me.
So
you got that, except it goes away.
He
because
staggers back. And is that your turn, Malik?
Yeah, I think I used all my movement. Actually, if I'd moved diagonally instead, I'd have 5 feet to step back slightly.
So you want to just take a quick step back? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. So you step back and look at Melivora, who's like holding this limp whip now. But yeah, they're all but that one are still alive, though you've gotten them quite close.
My turn is very similar to my last turn. Adam,
Yeah.
in that I take the dodge action. And
Okay.
I stand right here.
So you just hold yourself in place with your magic web, or magic shield, hoping that this one guy can't get at you. Okay.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right. Well, before we continue on with Arcturus, because I know Arcturus is looking forward to getting his own whip into the deal. We'll take our first break here. But before we do, I wanted to say I was thinking about before this encounter that it would be cool if I just gave them advantage on all of their rolls, because white privilege.
Ha!
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Tomb of Annihilation. Please don't leave. I'm sorry.
Please leave.
This stream is brought to you by Roll20, an easy-to-use virtual tabletop dedicated to making tabletop RPGs accessible to everyone. Join the adventuring party at roll20.net. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. And if you didn't leave because of my shitty pun, thank you so much. You're the best. Get ready for more, because I'm not done yet. Speaking of not being done yet, Arcturus,
Yeah,
it is your turn. There
it is
are
indeed.
undead monstrosities filling the room before you. We fade in on... they're all still smoldering. Many of them are like probably still some fires on them. Many of them, the masks are all burnt up.
Oh no.
And they're still ambulatory. They're still up and ready to go. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to move. That's 10, 15 feet. So I'm in the room.
Okay.
And then I can definitely see there's a lot of, and
so Ichi, through the gap in the angry zombie crowd, you can see the watery, kind of flickering, familiar light of Arcturus' shield.
My shield, yeah. And just like, so sorry, Thunderwave cannot go diagonal.
Yeah, it's 3. We figured it was 3, like these 3 or those 3, or like.
Okay, so I would have to step here.
Yeah, and then you could
be able to. Yeah.
All these nerds.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I step into the room and then I stomp the other side of the sarcophagus, and the stone.
So you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit the sarcophagus if you do this. You know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. That's okay. You got your priorities straight.
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it, everyone. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Cast Thunderwave. DC 14.
Okay.
For half damage.
All right. So
that was not great.
Melivora, you were learning that this group is very loud. First there's the explosion of fireball, and then like peal of thunder as Arcturus unleashes the power of the storm.
One sec. I'm gonna use my destructive wrath to just do max damage on that. So that's let me math calculator. It's 2d8, which is 16.
Technically,
plus
you have to do that before you roll your damage. So that you can't roll damage and be like, I don't like this, I'm gonna use.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should have. Right.
Yeah, you gotta use it before you cast.
15.
Yeah. Okay, let me just take a quick look at the room description here. I just want to make sure that
for the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
The undead monster awaken.
Yeah, I want to see what happens when you blast the sarcophagus.
Well, I hope the sarcophagus has at least the DC of the glass plate, because it won't even get through it. So
he's got this fine. Sarek has sarcophagus insurance. Let me see.
Wait a minute.
It's an undead monstrosity.
Sarcophagus. They just
Yeah, it's a black sarcophagus, and inside is 3 skeletons and some sewage.
I'll give you 1,000 experience if you drink it. Okay, and then Twitter will love you. Okay, so yeah, nothing happens to the sarcophagus. You unleash the wave of thunder. It's a stomp, right? And it like rips forward, and so it tears through the whites. I will roll. I'm gonna roll saving throws for them. So we'll do the 2 in front of you first, left and then right. And this is a con save 14. These guys are pretty good at con saves. So 1, 2. Okay, so it's either, what are the 2 damages?
It's half damage. So half of it would be 7, and they're not push.
15 or 7. Okay. All right. So these guys take 7 and no push. And so they're Elric and his siblings resist the attack. The next 2, same thing. So con and con. Okay, so these 2 don't. They don't have anywhere to go get pushed to, but the one on the left gets pushed into the grave. So that one gets lifted up off its feet, thrown into the wall, and then boom, just like bursts into chunks of bone and dust, and it crumbles. The one next to it, that one also dies. From a combination of you and Malik's spells. It gets thrown into the throne of the other one. And then the last you hit, I think that's all of them, right? It's the 3, 6. Yeah, you hit all but the one fighting Ichi.
Yeah, it was 15 in front of me.
It's 15. Okay, so it does hit
Yeah.
that last one.
It's Thunderous Force, each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. So I don't know.
Yeah, the cube is 15 feet up. Yeah, it is. That last one doesn't take the hit.
Okay.
But you kill 2 of them. So 2 of them in the middle are dead. The 2 closest to you are not. Do you have anything else you'd like to do this turn?
I probably yell to Ishi, like, "Are you all right?"
I'm doing fine. This guy's just got. Don't let him touch you.
She like try to grab you. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I've still got, shield up.
Good, because these 2 wights jump on you.
Of course I do. It's great. It's fine.
So yeah, one of them leaps up on top of the sarcophagus, hisses at you, and swings his sword. And then
DC 18. Yeah.
What's happening? Oh, AC 18. Okay. All right.
AC. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Blech.
longsword attack, which is a bare miss. You manage to get your shield up, and you hear the clang of the sword bashing off the shield. And then as he knocks your shield aside, he lunges for you with his left hand to try and perform the life drain.
No.
But you are able to dodge out of the way. Nice. Good work. The other one, same thing. Longsword attack first.
Ugh.
And then life drain.
No.
Same thing. Okay. Great.
Whew.
You are
I'm
safe.
glad that those advantages were on the other side, because almost all of them would have hit.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Melvora, the battle is joined. What would you like to do?
There are a lot more things in front of me. Melvora is gonna just go into the room. Step 1, she's a melee fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So step 1 is
Get in
move
there.
into the room. Once again, going underneath.
Remember you and Malik keep like.
No, okay, seriously, stop walking in front of me.
Mhm.
It was the best tactical. Can you stop that?
It's like lifting up Malik's robe as you go.
Zip underneath.
Yeah, just wee.
Mhm.
And then at this point steps into the room and probably finally sees Ishi for the first time, having been told that there is a tiny kobold, and just seeing her like dodging around a lot.
Yeah, and I actually forgot to attack Ishi. I'm sure it won't matter anything, but let's see
Oh yeah.
if anything happened there.
No, you're fine.
So you see this kobold expertly avoiding being struck by the creature that she's fighting.
If I had a sword, you'd be dead already.
Like at the
Oh, do you want this one?
Let's
Just
kill
like-
these guys first.
Random stranger offering you sword. Yeah. that's-
Wait, no, I think what happens is if you accept the sword, you become Queen of England. I think is how that's this. Right. You're getting the scimitar lobbed at
Queen
you.
of the Britons.
I know this one. I know. Dave, can you confirm? Is that how it's a...
Well, I suppose Arcturus is providing like the dampness. So
Yeah. So
Sure.
together, me
Right.
and Melvora are basically the lady of the lake.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's a good
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
So, so
I'm the lake. She's the lady.
Ishi would love nothing more than that scimitar. But first,
But first, there's a lot of undead things between me and Ishi. So I think as just my action, I'm gonna stab the one that I just got in front of with said scimitar that I held up. It was like, oh, do you want this one? Ugh.
yeah, look, it works good. Okay, yeah, go ahead and go make your attack roll on that guy.
21.
Nice. Yes, you strike it.
I stab it.
Yeah.
Stab it good.
You stab it mostly semi good.
30 slashing.
Your damage
Your
rolls
damage
are
rolls
really
are
bad.
terrible. Ooh, boy.
I'm gonna hit you.
I got him. I
They
got
don't
him.
have as much like skin on their legs, and that's really where she's able to aim.
Yeah,
at.
and this thing, I mean, even
It's all that armor.
even your mighty halfling muscles, you damage the thing, but these are undead. And I think, and this is something that will happen continually throughout the dungeon. So if you want to jump in and like narrating these, but I think you get flashbacks, right, to like your previous like quest with your old friends. So yeah, so you like slash into it, and you're like, wait, I've done this before. Like I've been in this place, and so you swing out and hit it, and the thing snarls at you like, oh look, another one. You've got its attention at least.
Fine. I'm gonna stab you where the sun don't shine, which is currently everywhere.
All over the place. All right, Malik. I believe, unless Melivora has some more things, what would you like to do?
I think that's it.
I think so too.
Because I don't have any bonus actions. I'm gonna take it.
Malik.
All right. So, do we want to kill Malevora's target again? No, that's not how you make friends. It's not how you make friends.
No, that's fine. You can help me out this time.
All right. That's on the closest one.
It sure is. Okay. So
That's a bad damage.
you stab the creature, Malivora, and it turns and looks at you and hisses, and then bolt of superheated sand hits it in the chest, and it incinerates away. And you're standing there holding your scimitar. So when Melvora looks back at you, Malik, what are you doing? Is this like smug Malik face, or are you like all business? What do we see when we look back?
Yeah, it's definitely smug. He's like, yeah, I'm really good. I can do
I feel like Malik's perfect, like, absolute position that he would love to be in is exactly where he is now, which is on a ledge above everyone, throwing shit into enemies. Like,
The problem is he also still has that hat on.
Right? Yeah. So don't forget, super smug looking wizard, but also weird super villain hat. So that's good.
he's just Magnetoing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, Ishi, are you gonna hold the line?
I continue to take the dodge action.
Okay, good. All right.
Rad.
Arcturus, your turn.
I saw the skelly reach out at me with its hands of darkness, and I'm like, oh, I can do that too. And I would like to inflict wounds on the one in front of me.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. 19, I'm assuming hits.
Mm.
Okay. So how much damage? Yeah, 19 hits.
20 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right. So, the physical effects of the spell, they definitely take place. Like you reach out and you touch it, and you can see its claw, like its armor start to decay. It's wearing like studded leather under its robes. That starts to decay. But it doesn't work the way you expect it to. Like it doesn't do as much damage as you thought. It does affect it, but not as much as you might have hoped.
Doesn't.
Anything else?
Undead
Arcturus?
necrotic resistance.
Yeah.
Well, Arcturus hasn't fought a whole lot of undead things yet, so he learns things every day. Yeah, so Arcturus does that, thinking like, ha ha, and then it just like is a little less effective, and he's like, ha.
Got any fire spells? I found those work pretty well.
No.
If you're done, Arcturus.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the thing, looks down at you, knocks you, like pushes you back, and then takes a swing with the sword. I'd love to hit with like any of these even once. That'd be fun. Nope. Okay. So you're able to defend yourself. You can get your shield up and block the creature. Ishi, 2 attacks on you. And of course, no, because you've got your defense on lock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Melivora, it is your turn.
Well, someone needed her scimitar. And I think I can get there in 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Melivora's just gonna run straight through. They're all larger than her, and just like, and then tumble, roll, and land next to Ishi, and be like, "Here!" and hand her scimitar.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to get over there because there's all these like unconscious whites everywhere. It's like the aftermath of a Dave Matthews Band concert. Yeah, you can move. What's the deal, Dave? What's the deal with moving through? You can't stop on an enemy. Is that white blocking the?
So
blocking the hall,
halfling
right?
nimbleness
But
says
you've got
you can move
nimbleness.
through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can stop in those spaces.
The problem is you can't move through my space.
Yeah, you got nowhere to go. You can't end your turn. But if all you want to do is give Ishi your scimitar, you can keep going like past Ishi.
But yeah, that's true.
I can-
If you're through, because I'm an ally, so you can move
Yeah.
through.
If that's cool, then I'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll hand her the scimitar, get behind her, and then I'll do because she was in front of the one that was like extra mean with a sword, right?
Yeah, they all have swords now.
Okay.
But this was the first one that woke up. This is the one that's been chasing after Ishi. So you want to make the move action, which will get you like here. You'll have
Yeah.
to take a whole. You'll have to like do the dash action if you want to like finish your turn behind Ishi because it's 30 feet.
I think that's fine because
Yeah,
then I can
okay.
still take a.
Bonus action.
I still take a bonus action.
You still have a bonus action, yeah. And I think
Yeah.
as part of your running, tossing Ishi the scimitar is like
Okay.
a thing. Okay.
I think I'm just gonna have to wait there because I don't have any spell bonus actions.
Scimitar's a D6, right, Lauren?
Scimitar is a D6 damage plus your dexterity slashing.
Yeah.
Finesse.
Okay.
You could probably just drag it from the.
Yeah,
Drag
and
it
then
to the
just
compendium.
shield up like
It's already done.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So as you run by, the white reaches out to grab you. So we'll see if he gets you. Nope. You slip out of the way. And yeah, you end your turn there. Ishi, you now have a scimitar. Malik, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, hey. That's like person I don't know.
Yeah.
Arcturus, like this.
Okay, you hit it.
Oh, thank God! I was about to Uber.
Smugness penalty.
Me.
13.
You kill it.
Yeah.
Really now, Malik, you know that fire and I don't really get along.
Yes, well.
Does like steam rise up?
Undead.
I mean, if it hit me, maybe, but
Yeah.
actually,
No.
I'm very good with undead. I just haven't, tried that with them before.
I could have told you it was bad.
Well, I didn't ask.
Well, maybe you
That's my
should've.
whole turn is arguing with Malik.
Okay, perfect. Malik, do you have anything else you want to do? Do you want to go in the room this turn?
No, I just go close to look what's going on, but I don't want
Peek
to.
in. Anybody else I can kill? All right, Ishi, you are now holding a scimitar
I
in your hand.
shred this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's on now.
18
That is a hit. Yeah.
for that's poison damage. Ignore that. 7 total damage.
Okay.
And then I'll have to change the damage macro because this is from when I had the poison sword. I just changed the name.
That's right. Yeah.
And then another one for 27. 27 is a hit, I'm assuming.
It is. Yep.
Or another 7 damage.
Nice. Okay.
Change poison damage off of there. Hang on. There we go.
Poison damage.
That poison damage would have been rad.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay. Yeah. So two quick slashes with your scimitar, and the thing staggers from the force of the blow, but yet continues to fight.
Okay, I think I've action searched already. No, we haven't been in a combat since the team started, so I'm gonna action surge.
You
and
want to
then
use
I'm
your
gonna hit him
actions?
again.
Okay.
Ichi really wants to kill it.
The only thing that's killed me has been stupid traps and shit. 10 damage on that one.
I was
Okay.
in a combat. Doing okay.
And then another scimitar. 11 is a miss.
That 11 is a miss. Yeah. So the
Okay.
first 3 attacks hit, and you're starting to slow down on the 4th one, and it nimbly jumps back.
And I have no sneak attack because I have no advantage.
That's right. There's no advantage. Okay. Arcturus, you can take an action if you'd like.
Okay. I am going to toll the dead. Wait, is that necrotic? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I've learned my lesson. So instead, I have to make sure that my spells are in order. Yeah. Okay, I'll guiding bolt. Does a 13 hit?
It does not. No.
I throw glowy underwater rays and they hit the wall, and I'm like, oh, I should have gotten. Oh, it's fine. I tried, Malik. I really did.
Yeah, a beam of light arcs across the room, but you hit the wall next to the creature. Okay. All right. So it attacks. It's gonna attack Ishi because Ishi's standing right there. Attack with the sword. And attack with the life-draining hand. Man, monsters have such low to hit bonuses. They're all just so like across the board so low.
Yeah.
Melvora, it's your turn. Like he's got a +4 to hit.
Seems like fire has gone pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use the produce flame cantrip, and then use it as a small throw a ball of fire. Like
Nice.
I saw someone else do this and it went really well.
Yeah. Okay. So so unlike Malik's like because all of Malik's magic is like superheated sand as fire, right? Dave, that's your jam.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is Melivora's conjuration of fire?
I think it's just like snaps, like the finger snap, and it's just like a little ball of flame. It's like really cute. It looks a little like Calcifer, like it's
Right,
got
but with
like
no eyes, because it would be
With no
horrifying if
eyes,
you're
just-
like, I summon a tiny fire elemental and I extinguish it on my foe. No, please, not again. It dies. Okay,
and
so
it
you
sounds like it yells a little bit.
horrifying. I love it. All right, so you conjure a ball of elemental flame and fling it ahead of you. Yeah, you hit.
Nice. Okay, let's please 14. God damn it.
It's good. I mean, you're rolling twos. You're rolling twos now, so that's
2d8.
that's good. Okay, all right. You got 4 damage. Nice. Okay, good. So you fling the fire and it bursts on his armor. It does
Oh, that
actually
was-
like do the full damage though, so that's good.
That was supposed to be more effective than that.
Malik, Malik,
It's
the-
her turn.
the undead's
Hey, Malik.
the undead's looking pretty. He's looking pretty beat up.
That seems like a weird way to make fire, but maybe I'll have you teach me. Let's go. Whee!
You missed.
Nah.
Fuck
No, I
No, you're
No,
too
no,
lucky.
don't do it. Don't do it. You're
Nah,
gonna
I
need
Yeah, she wants so badly.
I think it's more. I think it's more that Elf is afraid that he's gonna
I'm
need that
more
later.
afraid that Dave's gonna need that lucky roll for
Well,
something that
he-
absolutely
well,
fucking
he
murders
used it.
him later on.
He used it.
I didn't want to miss. I was showing off. It was important.
The smugness matters.
It
Yep.
does.
The last time, remember everybody, the last time we took a long rest was 8 hours ago.
So
Yeah,
how
I agree.
much longer do we need to wait before we can do that?
You need a full. You get one every 24 hours.
Every 24. Okay.
So I only have first level spells left.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Malik,
that
you
was
kill
pretty
you
good.
kill the creature. So Ishi, the thing is turned on you. It's attacking with its sword, lunges out for you. You dodge out of the way. Milivora throws over your shoulder, throws the fireball. It bursts like a baseball of magma, hits it in the chest. It staggers back for a second, and while it's off balance, Malik just shoots it through the back with another firebolt, and it crumbles to the floor. Silence.
Laura's like looking at her hand like, did I do that?
Right. Malik is like, I did this. And you're like, I did this. But it's fire. Okay, so that was how many were there? 6 total? Okay.
Six
Yes.
I'll begin the tally.
So,
You're
so
right.
another sarcophagus.
Let's open it. Oh, also, hi and thanks for the sword.
Oh, hi. You're welcome. Who are you?
Ichi Snaggletooth.
Famous
No,
kobold
yeah.
duelist.
No doubt heard of me at some point.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just like behind her, shaking her head.
I know,
Melivora is the Michelangelo of the party. Melivora is the only one who's allowed to look at the camera directly and be like, wow, wow.
The fourth wall breaker.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Melivora Fireglen, and I ended up here. Yep. Somehow.
Okay, well,
You can borrow that for now. I can handle.
hopefully I can hopefully I can find something a little more, straight and pointy. My rapier got rusted. Be
like
careful
how,
of that.
how rusted?
Like it's gone.
Oh.
Rusted.
Dust.
She takes like a powder out of her pocket and goes,
Melivora like looks at it like I can't mend that.
And meanwhile, I'm just like on the sarcophagus.
Remember to be careful. Remember what happened the last 2 times?
What happened the last 2 times?
Just don't touch anything that's in the thing. Just
Well, we'll be happy to tell you a little bit more once we get a chance to.
Wait, hang on. What
No.
about the eye thing?
what?
The-
Oh.
So you look, and in eerie sequence, the eyes on the disc all kind of like blink, but they've been watching you the whole fight.
Oh wait, there was something on the obelisk. It said, and I like look in my
Yes.
journal. Don the mask or be seen.
Or
Well,
like waves at the eyes.
Yeah, you move your hand and they move back and forth. Creepy. It's like they're following you.
So I look down at one of the whites. Anyone want to try?
I think it's a little late. I think they're all dead. I don't think it matters if they can see us or not. Hey, what
I
up?
mean, what about the
What mask? Where's the mask?
Because they
Who wants
look
to wear a mask?
on the dead things? Isn't there masks on them?
Yeah, they had paper mache masks on, but as you know, paper mache is very flammable. So
Oh.
there are now currently no masks available.
My mistake.
Good job.
I had a plan.
Are there any other masks in the room?
Well,
What other thing could this be?
there is an alternative. I've not tried it yet, but I believe, owing to the deal that I've made, able to become unseen.
Wait, what?
So yeah,
Okay.
would you like to?
Huh?
Would you like to? Do you disappear, Malik?
Yeah, I disappear. I turn
Okay.
invisible.
Yeah. So there's a brief shimmering, like the sun on the scales of a serpent, that's kind of like moves around Malik, and then he's gone. He disappears.
Wait,
I can still smell him.
That's very rude.
Whoa, you smell like fire.
He does have a certain ashy odor. It's true.
Makes sense.
I don't. Is it?
Why did you do that?
I've just
Do you
been-
want to try and open this then, Malik?
I've been meaning
And
to
I'm-
show it off for a while. No, you can still open it. I'll just take the thing that's inside. They're heavy. They're really heavy.
Just do we have any kind of cloth that's not currently around the mace in my bag?
We probably got a sack or something, don't we?
I have another sack, yes. I carry...
How many sacks do you have? Okay, well, just
Three.
don't touch it.
Okay.
And I like go to push the sarcophagus open.
Okay. So just to like to remind, so there are these big bears holding onto the thing.
Yes.
Do you know whose tomb this is? Do you want to like talk that out first, or?
Bears.
So there's a sarcophagus. There's four bears,
Two. The stars are big statues of bears. They're like big
and they're holding.
They're-
big koalas, and they're like
Are they Zorbos?
yes, they're
Not
big.
bears.
Those are weird bears.
Yeah, they're weird bears for sure.
So they're not bears.
You can tell they're Zorbos because they got good abs. They got the musculature in the central front region. So yeah, no, that's they're holding on to the statue. But yes,
Okay,
they're definitely
Obalaka
Zorbos.
teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light.
That is the
Yes.
thing that Obalaka
Well,
says. Yeah.
that's... Do you want me to turn on invisible again? It's not
Obalaka also says, "Open the thing, take the treasure."
So
Who's Opalaka?
Moa
It's a Zorbo god.
Moa's voice, Malik, in your head once you're invisible. Moa's like, "Oh, isn't that better? And now we don't have to worry about anyone, doing anything nasty to us because they can't see us. I always say discretion is the better part of valor. If they can't see you, they can't hurt you. Oh, this is Obalaka's tomb. Oh, poor Obalaka, so nervous. We should just leave this one alone, I think."
Do you want to leave all of them alone?
Well, some of them are nasty and mean, and Obalaka's very shy. And I just think that maybe we should save them for last until, we know that it's safe.
I'm standing next to Arcturus, going, "Open it, open it, open it, open it, open it, open it."
Just-
Malik's still invisible?
Yes.
Yes.
I open it.
Okay. All right. So you, like, how do you open it? Do you just
I
like
push it
the-
open with
okay.
my arms.
So you lean down, you put both hands on the sarcophagus and like try to push the lid off. It does not budge. Like, it's not even that it's heavy. It's like it feels like you're trying to push like the earth. You move away from it. You slide away.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Bellavor is gonna like look at it. Like, is there even a seam, or is it just a
Yep.
fucking rock slab?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
I bet because we're being seen, it doesn't open. That's
Oh, but all of the masks.
No, but here's what we do. We go around the back of the gong thing, this thing.
The eyes.
Yeah, and then we're around the back. If
Can't see.
we're around the back, they can't see us. And then Malik, who is invisible, I assume, still in this room somewhere, can open it.
No, I've left. I'm gone. Oh, sorry.
Exited the dungeon.
No, I'm still here.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so let's do that.
Well, last time Malik tried to open one of these, he almost threw out his back.
I
What is he,
squeeze myself behind the bear statue.
All right.
I like hesitantly look back at the thing. I'm like, well, he could try, I suppose. And I go to like try and stand behind. Yeah.
There's really only room for 2 of you back there.
Well, then I just stand near this chair.
Before like picks up, like puts her on her shoulder.
Totem pole it.
One person.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Then I duck behind.
Puts trench coat over the top of that.
I'm like sitting on your shoulders, like,
Wow, you're really strong.
You like look me straight in the eye. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I see you've also heard the story of the
Yeah. Exactly.
crocodile.
Melibora lifts you up onto her shoulders like you were a tiny crocodile.
yes, the crocodile story.
Have I ever told you, person I haven't met before, about the crocodile story?
No.
You should definitely hear this story. Should I tell this story? I'll tell it real
are there
quick.
eyes on this side?
No, the eyes. So the eyes try to follow you to the edge, and then when you go off, you go around behind them. They kind of like come back and just look forward. Anyway, sorry, Ichi. I think you had a story you were gonna tell.
Yeah. I'll tell it real quick. So here's the thing. Here's the
That
thing.
sounds good.
Okay, so they're like,
I'm on your shoulders, like talking,
like talking down at you.
see, there's this river, and this person wanted to get across the river,
Uh-huh.
and then they saw the crocodile, and the crocodile was like, "I'll take you across the river. I'll carry you on my back across the river. Then you have to do whatever I say when we get on the other side." And
I
then
feel like I've heard a version of this story before.
And then the person was like, "Yeah, okay, because I'm totally stupid." And then goes on the crocodile's back, and the crocodile takes it across the river. And then the crocodile's like, "I've been in this river for a long time. You know what I would like? If you would carry me on your back around the whole world so that I can see everything else." And the guy was like, "Well, I said I had to do anything, so now I'm stuck with crocodile on my back." And that's why crocodiles.
In this story, were you the crocodile?
and that's why crocodiles and people don't like each other anymore.
Huh. Wait, so who's the crocodile in this story?
Obviously,
Can you also turn into animals?
that would be cool if I could, but no.
Oh, then I'm confused. How did the crocodile talk in this story?
It's a very smart crocodile, like most crocodiles.
No, it was a stupid crocodile, and all it had was mayonnaise.
Malik, open the thing.
Open the thing.
Is it open yet?
So there-
Yeah,
you can see. So Malik, you look up and you can see 2 sets of feet sticking out from the bottom of like the disc, and you hear them all like bantering back behind the shield. You want to try to give it a shove?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you said you put your hands on it, you start pushing it, and it's no go. Same thing as Arcturus. Like you don't even there's no give at all, and there's no way like something this heavy you should be able to shift it. There may be like a mechanism holding it closed, or it could be magic.
Looks like invisibility isn't a trick for this one.
Okie doke.
I step out from behind the thing. If you only all the masks weren't burned.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Your hand helps you up.
Well, before we forsake it entirely, let's take a look around, shall we? I'm sure if there's like check all the thrones, all the seats. Maybe there's like a butt or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you say butt or button?
Button?
They're
A butt button?
I definitely heard butt,
I mean-
but I mean, I think all the butts are destroyed. They're on the ground. We pan over to just like a white butt, which is to say a very small flat butt, and it's just smoking. There's a smoking ass lying on the ground near you.
Gross.
Yeah.
I will take this side of the room.
Okay.
And take a look around for any kind of butt buttons.
Maybe just do an investigation with advantage, because I'll help you.
Okay.
The 2 of you want to. So you Ishi and Arcturus are like wall duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Make an investigation check with advantage then.
This is gonna be great.
I think
We
while
get
they're
14.
looking around, Melivore is going to focus on the sarcophagus and just like assess like, is it made out of stone?
Yeah. Okay.
And the like where whatever's on it, just like a lot of feeling it with her hands.
Sure. Okay. All right. So the investigation of the room turns up. I just want to see if there is anything secret or hidden here for you to find. Yeah. So there's another secret door back here. You see a mechanism that should open a door back on this side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ishi, over here.
And before you do that, while that's happening, Melvor, do you want to make a either a perception or an investigation check to examine?
I will 100% do perception.
Yeah. Okay.
Way better at that.
Yeah.
Me too. Perception is my jam.
Okay.
25.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, it's like it's sealed. There's some kind of mechanism sealing it from the inside. And the more you push, the like tighter it gets to like hold on to the lid. But somebody with like the right skills or set of tools might be able to get there and disable the latch that would like loose the thing.
Too bad all of your metal is
Just like lying on top of it and like knocking.
Yeah.
There's a lock in here.
I can open it. I can do it.
What were your thieves' tools made out of?
Yeah.
Bone, obviously.
Obviously.
I don't think you can make a lockpick out of bone. I think it would snap.
Yes, you can.
I don't think so.
The right type of bone.
They're definitely. I mean, maybe like the bones of an iron golem.
Magical bone. Adam.
No. Your tools they're made out of metal. Malik,
Okay,
did you
well,
want to do
then.
something? You're jumping back and forth in front of that statue like you have to pee.
Yeah. I want to see if the eyes still follow me.
If you are invisible, they do.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains that. Yeah, and I take one of the other sacks I have in my inventory, and I try and like spread the entrance open and try and like put it over all the eyes so they can't see.
Oh no, this thing's much too big for a
Is
single.
it too big?
Yeah.
Why don't you put the sack on your own head?
Put the sack on your head.
Why would I put the sack on my head?
It's a mask. Here, like this. And she takes it from you and puts it on her
Put
head.
the bag over your head. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
It goes like all the way down to like your ribs because so your little arms are sticking out the bottom. Your new friend is in a bag, or most ways into a bag now.
All right. Well, feel free to try and open it with the sack on your head.
Do the eyes follow her?
You can't tell because you have a sack on your head. For everyone else, yes.
Are the eyes following me? And she's like running around.
We're just walking back and forth with a bag over your head.
You hit the sarcophagus and fall over.
Yeah. It is. Yes, it's following.
Yeah, they're following you.
No, never mind. It was worth a try.
I mean, if you said there's like a mechanism or something, I could try and open it, but I
Oh,
don't.
we found a secret door. I found a secret door.
Well,
That's what we want the treasure for.
we gotta do this first, and then the secret door.
Maybe it's in the secret door to open the thing.
If you would like to open the secret door, the last secret door I opened, there was lots of undead, and then we had to do that. So
I really want to open the secret
I
door.
have another.
go on then.
Let me try this first. Then we can go through the secret.
Okay.
All right. So, can I attempt to cast an illusion, a minor illusion?
Yep.
That looks like we're gonna try and do the like photo magnetic-y, reflecty thing. So I want it to look like the back of the room from the perspective of the eyes in front of the eyes.
You're the guy from The Fifth Element with the headband with the picture of the hallway on it that you put in front of the. So when they look, they see the room. Is
Yes. Perfect. Yes.
that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can create that illusion. Sure.
Okay. Try it now.
Okay. No, it sees you. It sees right through it.
Why can't it see through magic? This is stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
the eyes
now
still
can I-
follow you behind your illusionary screen.
Now can I try the secret door?
You sure you don't want me to? Try?
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to open the secret door?
Yeah, however the mechanism works, I
Okay.
do that.
So you have to push in at the edge of one of the panel, like one of the bricks, and then pull the door aside. And it's quite heavy. There's like some resistance. So you start to pull it. Can you make a strength? Make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, well, that's fine.
11.
So you start and like it's like it's stuck. So you pull it, and you can feel it like grinding against the ceiling and the floor. We see this from the other side of the door. We see the door start to open. We cut to there. On the other side of the door, we can see down at the bottom, the door is sitting on a metal runner. So it's sitting in like a metal trough. And along the edge of the door, in the back, there are chunks of some sort of grayish stone that are touching the metal track on the floor. And as you pull it, it's giving off sparks. It's like shooting sparks behind it. And you're like, and you hear it and you look and you see the little sparks. And you're like, oh, that's odd. And then boom, as a massive explosion throws you back into the room. So yeah, you're within. It's supposed to hit you there. So there's an explosion. I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw.
Maybe you should have checked that first.
Make a dexterity save.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be good. I can
Boom.
tell.
So massive explosion.
I got 11.
And you're gonna take some fire damage.
Oh no. Goodbye.
Let's see.
Forever.
Okay. It's very swingy. It could be very little or very high. Okay, you take 16 damage.
Okay.
And you get thrown on your butt out into the room.
Malik, was that you?
And so the door, you got the door open, but the sparks ignited something flammable on the other side and threw you in the room. Anyone who can see past, you can see into a hallway beyond. There's a set of stairs, and you all smell like the faint scent of like, I guess, like natural gas. Like there's this kind of like.
Fun fact: natural gas doesn't smell.
That's
Well,
right.
it's
Yeah, it's some kind of flammable gas smell.
Looks like stairs.
So, sarcophagus first?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, can you unlock it?
Possibly, but I don't have the tools because they kind of rusted, I guess, because the magical voice in the sky won't let me make them out of stuff that isn't metal, so they're gone.
That's rough.
Can I use anything else to do this? Is there a not rolling with thieves tools, but still rolling with thieves?
Let's double check how tool proficiencies work, because knowing this game, you can do just about anything if you have disadvantage. A tool helps you do something you couldn't otherwise do, like craft or repair an item, forge a document, or pick a lock. Proficiency with a tool allows you to add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make using that tool. Tool use is not tied to a single thing because you can use it in a bunch of different ways. The bit about lets you do something you couldn't otherwise do. Like, I think you need thieves tools to like do the thing.
That sucks ass.
Yeah.
Well, if we can't figure out the eyes, we
Let's
could just make the
neutralize
top
the
of it go
entire
away.
point of being a rogue.
Wait, what? I say from my butt.
I mean,
got
I assume
stone
you say it from your mouth and you're on your butt.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Do we want to do that?
Wait, you just make this go away? Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Because I can only do it like once a period of time before I take a long rest.
Wait, and what exactly is it? Because if the lock is more magical than mechanical, I just got a handful of fire on my face.
Well, I don't even need to deal with the lock. I could just take the top of it and turn it into a different shape.
Hell yeah, you could. It's wet clay.
That could totally work, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Because she's like knocked on it. It's not 5 foot thick, so
Yeah,
okay.
no, I mean, you could literally just like dig your hands into the surface and just pull it apart like it was wet clay if you wanted to.
Okay, then she sort of sits there, and that's what she does. She's like, like takes this small piece of clay out and like starts shaping it and like,
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you.
all right, what's in there?
Yeah. So all you have to do is remind the stone that it has more in common with clay than it thinks.
Just like talking to it like, hey.
So you go to cast your
a
spell.
sarcophagus.
So let me double check to make sure. Yeah, okay. So I think that you go to cast the spell, you put the clay down, you do it, but like it resists. You like put your fingers into it and start to pull it apart, and it's like angry stone. It doesn't want to like reshape.
Hey,
and it pushes you back out and reseals over the spot. And you're standing there and like, this should have worked. There's something forcing your spell not to allow you to do that.
It's like a dog like paddling at the surface
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
This has to work.
And I'm gonna roll. Okay, you don't lose your spell. I'll let you keep. I'll let you keep the slot. Yeah. Yeah. You realize before you finish the spell.
Anybody wearing a, I don't know, like a pin or a badge or anything that I could use to like take a look at this a little better?
Nope, Millivore does have a lot of hair.
I've got a hair tie, probably a bunch of pins.
I take my ink pen, which is a fountain pen, so it has a nib,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, you
Okay.
could try. Just
Maybe a little big. I'll like break it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, having it will allow you to like make a check once. It'll definitely break in the process, but it does give you the opportunity to like try at disadvantage.
Oh, I'm into it.
goodbye, my pen.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
We're going to make a Thieves' Tools check.
Okay.
19.
Let me take a look.
And I will delete
Please
my
don't.
pen.
Please don't be 20.
It
No, your
is.
pen.
Let me see. It is not sufficient to open the casket.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
So I got in there. You can feel the mechanism. You get the end of the pen, and you're like, oh, and then it, poing, like breaks off.
And when it breaks, like Arcturus is just like, no.
Mm-hmm.
It was gonna break anyway.
Yes. I like take a crossbow bolt. Is that too big?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's way
It's
too
not.
big.
Yeah. It's meant for punching holes in people.
Do we need to wear a mask?
There's no more masks.
There aren't any. They were on the dead guys.
Is there like mud around?
Not really. The floor's like dirty, and there's like some plants and stuff. But
Like she'll take plants and just start putting them on her face. Like
hello,
puts her hair,
Clarice.
like takes her like badger pelt and like puts the head of the badger in front of her.
Some cucumbers on your eyes. No, I mean the eyes just continue to like follow you around while you
Okay.
smear mud all over your face.
Eyes.
If I hold my mirror up to the eyes, do they still look through it as I move?
Yes. Yeah. So if you hold your mirror up and you move your hand behind it, they track all the way through.
So here's the new plan. Ignore the stupid box and go somewhere else because we clearly can't open it. We've tried like every avenue.
I guess. I'm not sure about those stairs into
There's another
those are
secret.
gas?
gas.
There's another secret door back that way. We can check it
I'm not opening it, but someone else certainly
Yeah,
can.
Arcturus, open it.
out. Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay. You gonna
Fine.
scamper back over there?
Back over here. You
right.
said there was a secret door like here?
There
I
is.
think?
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm going to take a look at it, Adam.
Okay.
For any potential nasty triggers.
Okay.
So 16.
It appears safe.
Lovely.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, oops. I'll just be right here.
Here.
Like pull it open.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you open that. Let me adjust the lighting. And beyond, you can see down a long staircase.
Goes down, just like the other one.
Yeah, a long stairwell deeper into the dungeon.
Well, we were headed down anyway. unless we wanted to
There
head
was
up-
there were several down staircases that we could potentially go to, right?
Yes.
We could go down the one that had that strange dwarf creature. We could go down the one with the fire and the smell.
I think the thing about it is they're all gonna lead down, so we probably.
Unless you wanted to check out that fountain.
We
The
could go to
fountain! The fountain is an obvious trap. You drink from the fountain, you die. That's
Yeah.
what the fountain is.
but there might be other things in that room.
There's nothing else in that
I
room.
think if
I was the only one who could walk over there, and there is nothing else.
if anyone has like a long oral history passed down from their ancestors about dungeon bullshit, it's the kobolds. And you definitely know that you're like great grand hatch mother once was in a dungeon where there was a fountain, and every dumb adventurer who ever drank from that fountain 1 out of every
I mean,
4 had
we-
something nice
we
happen
got-
to them. The
We got all our
rest.
stuff, like they would die in the fountain, and we just take everything.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great place.
Well, okay. We could check down either of these 2 stairs. I'm for the one that doesn't have explosive gas.
I mean, it doesn't have explosive gas now.
Okay, but I still don't like it. I'm holding a grudge.
Okay, fair.
I
Okay.
think this one seems better
Okay.
for no reason. Holds up his hands. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, fair
Yes,
enough.
this
Let's
is-
go down this one.
Okay. You shall I well, you have a shield. Go ahead, Ishi.
I walk down the
All
stairs.
right, so you want to begin descending down the stairs. Okay, cool. Well, let's break there then, so I can move your tokens over to floor number 2, and we can continue to descend down into the depths. Don't go anywhere. We got lots more Tomb of Annihilation when we get back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. Let's see what's on level 2. So I'm going to swap back over here. I'm going to grab everybody's tokens.
It's a palette swap of the whites. And
Yeah, right. They're blues now.
Okay.
So let me just give me 1 second to drag you over there. You're going to stay on your sheet. But I will take us over here, which means I have to open my second one. All right, so... Oh, the secret door came with you. Who's? What's the order? What's the marching order here? Because you can only
I
stand
think it was
one.
Ichi and then me.
Okay.
I don't know about the other two.
I probably would go like third.
Okay.
Unless Malik like emphatically refuses to take up the rear.
No, that's fine. I can just turn invisible, so then you can be at the rear.
How do you want to? Now that we know you can do that, do you want to read what that trick does for everybody? So now we know.
Yeah. But not the other part. I want to keep.
No,
that part.
just the magic part that you just did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Where did I put it? Yes, the host can use an action to turn invisible. Anything the host is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the host person. The effect ends if the host attacks, casts a spell, forces a saving throw, or deals damage. So there's no time limit, no amount limits. I can just be invisible when I'm on those things. Actually, well,
yeah, sneaky. Cool. Okay. All right. So you begin to descend down to level 2. So I think the sound of the room, the sound and the heat of the room is the first thing that you notice. And then, as you get closer to the bottom of the steps, you can see old wooden benches and shelves that line the walls of this chamber. They're covered in gears, chains, trap components, and cages filled with rats. Lit iron braziers hang from chains on the ceiling. Along the north wall, if you peer around the corner, a step dais has a sort of bulky contraption. Here, I'll put you in the room so you can see it there, Ichi. A sort of bulky contraption, an iron maiden of sorts, attached to a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. 5 masked dwarves operate the contraption. So in the room, there are these dwarves. It's like you've wandered into a workshop, and there are these strange-looking dwarves, which I think I showed you.
Hey, everybody, they have masks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But I'll show you the dwarves again. And then I think do you just walk out into the room and like get their attention, or do you like push everybody back? Like, shut up.
I mean, my plan is like as soon as we walk into the room, I see the dwarves, and I'm already like a foot into the room. Like, hey, this wasn't the way we were supposed to go. Like,
we were looking for the bathroom. So that's what they look like.
Dwarf.
Yeah. And when you step into the room and you're like making all this noise, I think that they shout in surprise, and grab for weapons.
Whoa.
So let's roll initiative. You are intruders in their master's domain.
Oh dear.
you got it.
Oh dear.
You let me know if you want to just like turn around and run back up the stairs.
Oh dear.
No, it's cool.
You just kill him. Yeah, stupid dwarfs.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you got it. I believe.
Okay.
I am that mask though.
They got good initiative, definitely.
Yeah. Get him.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they have initiative over you. And they see you come in and they're like, and they like draw weapons. One of them, however, this one runs over to the Iron Maiden, reaches up to a chain and yanks hard on it. The thing makes a terrible noise and shudders as it opens, releasing a hissing cloud of steam. Through the roiling vapor, an armored figure wearing a bucket helm stomps into view.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so this guy steps out into view. I think I have a handout for him, too.
Seems like a friendly chap.
Yeah, I'm frightened.
Look at this bad boy. So there's him.
Oh, nice.
Fucking cool as shit.
Nice.
I want to be one of those.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
On
So
the plus side,
yeah.
there's probably weapons to be stolen here.
He
Yeah,
seems
no
he
kidding.
seems to be made of like a bunch of different suits of armor, in some places like riveted to rotting flesh that's been reinforced with metal and stitches. And he steps out into the room. Let me roll initiative for him as well.
Does he have a boss bar?
Yeah, totally. His little
His
armor bar
His
fills up at
theme
the
music
bottom.
starts playing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. His name is Tom Guardian. Okay. He's related to Tom Raider. So you got
Momentum in chat gets me. If I die, can I come back as that guy?
Can I be him, please? Okay. The other dwarves rush to defend their laboratory, and so they will move.
All right,
towards Ichi.
dwarves, show me what you got.
All right, Ichi, here goes. So they've got battle axes, and they come in swinging. So let's see. We'll go. Let's see. Do two-handed. Do two-handed attacks for the first one. 1 and 2. So they come in rushing, and you are able to deflect the attacks, dodge out of the way. The next one runs in. They're running at you like one at a time, like ninja in a bad 80s movie.
Yeah.
This one swings his axe one-handed, overhand at you. You jump out of the way, and then he lunges to try to grab you with his other hand. But you are too nimble for him.
What's with these lifey?
Same with the
boys?
other one. So
Somebody
this guy-
standing still would be too nimble for that guy's grab.
One, yeah, right. They're terrible. 2. Okay, there you go. So you're able to just like flopping around.
Ishi just like ninjas around.
Yeah,
in
dodging
the
like
middle of
crazy.
this.
Arcturus, you see a dwarf run past Ishi and up to block the hallway. And it same deal. Takes a swing, hits you for 5.
Ow.
I hit something. It actually happened. And then misses.
Okay.
All right, Malik, it is your turn.
These guys are very familiar, very white-like.
Yes, these are. Yep, they're like the whites upstairs, but they're shorter and stouter. They have cool beards.
I use my special move. That one.
Okay. So you're shooting down at this guy. You give him the clamps.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hurl a bolt past Arcturus, and it strikes the dwarf. There's a sizzling as it hits his armor. Some of his hair burns up in his beard, and he like staggers
Don't
back.
destroy all the masks, please.
Okay. Anything else, Malik?
How much more stairs have I got to back up? Or is that sort of it? With
You could go back up. You could go back up to the first hallway. The hallway pretty much like you're pretty much still at the top of the stairs. The hallway kind of runs like that.
Actually, there are enough people between me and it that I'm pretty fine on that.
Yeah, there sure are. Okay. All right. So you want to stay where you are?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So with a lurching step, Darth Vader steps forward from the hole and starts moving towards you. And he lumbers towards you. He doesn't have any weapons on him. He's not wielding a weapon. So he takes a big swing at you with his fist.
Yeah, like his fists aren't weapons at him.
Yeah. I just mean he doesn't have like a sword or anything. Okay. You duck out of the way and he slams his fist into the pillar and dust like drifts down from the ceiling. He swings his other hand. And same thing, you're too small. You're able to jump back, and he's just like lunging at you, like, and he's rattling. He's got these chains like holding him together, and they're rattling, and he's trying
Hey guys, there's a lot of stuff
Trying to
around me.
to pummel you. Yeah. Okay. Melvora, it's your turn.
Shit, don't have a scimitar. It's fine. She like goes and like just holds onto her shield, like, oh crap.
One star, like that one.
Yeah, be like that guy.
Be like that. I'm very small. As you say that from behind her.
Yeah.
She's going to move, I think, into the room because she can't see for shit out
Yeah.
here.
Well, do you do the same thing with Arcturus as you did with Malik while you're just like under the legs?
That would be
Probably.
harder. You'd have to like leapfrog
'cause it's
Arcturus
stairs?
because there's stairs.
I could like slide, like climb under,
That's true.
awkwardly get out from under the legs.
Now
he lifts one for you.
the dwarves. The dwarves are medium. Yep. So you can still use your.
Yeah. So question in terms of if I were to, because I might just do thorn whip from here and pull one of them into the corridor. If I pull that one right in the doorway 10 feet, would Arcturus be able to like
I would block
take
it.
an attack of opportunity at it or anything like that?
Forced movement doesn't cause attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since it's 10 feet, yeah, you could pull past Arcturus.
Oh, so it could come past me? I wouldn't block it?
Oh no, because you're the
Probably
only
not.
reason the only reason that you can move through these things is because you're a halfling. Yeah, it's not. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm probably just gonna start with a move closer into like right behind Arctus, and then pretty slim, just so I can see better what's there, and like pop the little totally not elemental like shit, it's fine, and then throw it.
All right, so you ready a ball of flame. You can see all these dwarves just piling on Ichi, and then the creature.
10.
But yeah, hurling it at the dwarf in front of you.
No, you're in the way.
I'm sorry.
He bats
You're
the
very
fire
short.
aside, and you're unable to get at him.
The one last thing I'd want to do, and I don't know if this is something I can do as a bonus action, is the large hulking thing in a suit of armor, does there appear to be anything like inside it, or is it just very clearly?
So it's not just like an animate suit of armor. It's like there's multiple sewn together dead. It's like you took Frankenstein and then riveted a giant suit of armor on top of him.
Oh shit!
Perfect. So next turn, casting heat metal might do something.
Maybe, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Find out.
Ichi.
I like the idea of riveted heated metal to this
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Well, he'll just start like ping, shooting, fucking
All right.
rivets off. It's your
All
turn,
right, I'm gonna turn around to the dwarf that has been taking hits.
Okay.
And give me old 1-2 scimitar chop.
Okay.
So scimitar chop.
Yeah, you hit him.
So that's 10 damage plus a sneak attack because Arcturus is giving me advantage with pack tactics.
Okay.
So that's that, and then another attack, and that's 11 damage.
Okay. All right. So you turn around and just slash at his back. He makes no effort to defend himself. There's no like blood really though. Like there's some thickened blackish ichor in their veins, but it's clear these are no living dwarves.
That half damage.
Arcturus.
I see the way this creature is reacting to being slashed at, and I hold aloft my shield and turn undead.
Okay.
On them. I'm assuming none of them are under, what's the thing? Half? Yeah. I'm a CR
No,
one
they're
half.
not CR one half or lower.
Okay. So then it's just a saving throw, which is a wisdom save, and that would be DC 14.
Okay. So we'll start with the one in front of you.
Okay.
Arcturus shines his fishy light.
Yes. Shines the fishiest of lights.
Okay. So that one becomes afeared of you.
Fish light.
Let's find my scare. There it is. I'm scared. All right, now the one next.
To articulate that word correctly.
Fish light.
The one down below you there. That one. What's the save DC?
14. It
Okay,
saves.
so that one saves. Okay, the one next to that one, the one to the right. That one does not save. So that one's scared. Okay, and then the top, this one up here, the one on to the east.
Yeah.
Because they're all within range, right?
And then there's the one by the Iron Maiden still.
He has to be able to see you, though, right?
You present your holy symbol and speak a prayer.
Yeah, each undead
see
that can
or
see
hear.
and hear you.
Or hear. If it can hear me, definitely.
Yeah, see or hear. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, that last one, he failed.
Yeah, it was a 12.
Okay. And then this one, we'll roll for him.
I speak in weird primordial water, Aquan, and it's just like waves crashing against the cliffs. It sounds like the sound of erosion. I don't know.
The sound of erosion.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Things crumbling over time.
All
What
right.
about Tomb Guardian? Is he undead?
He is not affected by this ability.
Oh.
Yeah. So so the dwarves are like,
He's
like
scared.
hiss and turn away from you in frightened rage.
That's I will then take one step closer to the one that's not snarling in rage.
You can't move through that guy. The guy in front of you?
Okay.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, because you can't diagonally go through that wall, so you're kind of blocked in. Don't worry.
It's fine. I'll move later.
Move. Yeah, you're done.
Run. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the easy ones. The one up here is gonna run away. What's your deal with attacks of opportunity here, Ichi?
So it's not forced movement, so
Yeah,
I should be able to get them.
You can get them.
I want to attack the one that's already damaged. I only have one attack of opportunity.
So you're gonna wait for the one that's
So
between
I'm
the two
gonna
of you.
wait for the one that's between us to hit that one.
Okay.
That makes sense because you were already like whacking at it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he moves. So you can go ahead and you, Arturus, you have one. You have one too.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll whack at it.
Okay.
12 damage for me.
And it would then stop moving, right? Because the damage would take it out of the
Yes.
fear effect.
Yeah.
But I would still get a chance to hit at it.
Yeah, because it's as it's.
I
moving.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a question, Dave?
Yeah, like, does sneak attack, since she used it on her turn and it hasn't been her turn again, has it recharged?
I've always thought of it as like once a round. But
Yeah, I think you get it at the beginning of your turn.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just realized I had no idea. So
I'm not entirely sure about it either, but I'm not willing to.
Yeah, this dwarf turns to flee. You attack it, Ishi, slash out at it, before it can flee, and then Arcturus, you take a swing and you don't hit it. Yeah, the question. Yeah, no,
Chad's
Chad's
resoundingly in the camp that it's
unsure. Let me look at it. Let me look at sneak attack.
It's not a huge deal.
It's not about whether it applies to opportunity attacks or not. It's how often you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
This is the dumb turn round thing. So once per turn.
So that means I can do it.
And it's on it's on his turn, not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
go ahead
do it.
and do
So
the extra.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Yep.
For 5.
Okay. All right. So he starts to move. You both attack him. You break the attack. Or you break the fear.
The fear. Yeah.
So he stops moving and then he'll attack Arcturus. Okay, so life drain first. There you go. So you take 7 necrotic damage.
Okay, let me. Oh, sorry. There was a dice on my head.
Okay.
-7. Okay, and then I have to succeed on.
Yeah.
A
So
DC.
I think you lunge out to hit him. You miss. He like knocks your hand on the side and then just thunk hits you in the chest with his hand. You feel a chill wash over you, but you resist its worse effects. And then he hits you with his battle axe. But it bounces off of your shield. Okay. The other
That's
dwarf.
not nice.
The other dwarf that's fighting Ishi will do so.
All right.
So he takes a swing and misses. And tries for the life drain. It's basically a crit or nothing for these guys. Okay. So he is
How do you have a +4? It's like a 17 and up.
Yeah, it's very low. Okay, and that's it for them.
Mr. Tomby Guardian has a better chance of smashing.
Yeah, he sure does. Okay, and the turning lasts for 1 minute. So, okay, Malik, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll try and finish off this one because we want to focus target them if they've got this much health.
Mm-hmm.
Firebolt it is. Is a 14 enough on the dwarf?
Yes, it is.
Oof.
Thank God.
Didn't think it would be. Damn.
23 fire damage. That's a nice one.
Okay.
She's still not dead.
Let me take a look.
Did you say check a look?
I said take a look. How much damage you deal him?
23.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at another rule. Yes, that's enough to kill him.
Oh, phew. I was going to say, what? These guys are tough.
Yeah, they're very, very dwarfy, very
They
constant.
could have been resistant to fire, to be fair, if they're working forges.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So he's caught in between all these guys, and they're all fighting, and then you blast him with the spell, and he falls over. Okay. Cool. So, do you want to do anything else, Malik, or are you just waiting for more targets to be in your
I
line of
moved.
sight?
Yeah, I moved down a little bit so I can see.
Okay.
How would you roll here? Is it? Am I still allowed to?
No,
attack?
you can't see. Yeah, you can see him by moving around, but you can't attack him from there.
How about here? That seems a little bit better.
Yeah, he'll have cover, but
Okay, perfect.
yeah, you're definitely like. Yeah, he's got some cover there, but that's fine. Okay. All right. So Ichi, the big guy,
Yeah, here it comes.
is gonna take a couple of swings at you.
Here come the Fists of Fury.
And second slam attack.
Never mind.
No, nothing. All right.
Fists of fucking wimpness.
So he's just trying to grab you. You're too small, too fast.
Adam, I told you last time you need to turn your hacks back on.
Milvora, it's your turn.
I can split my movement, right?
Oh yeah, you can move,
Okay,
act, and then move again.
So, Melivore actually, I don't think I need to because I have line of sight on the golem monster.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Then I'm going to cast heat metal.
Okay.
And at level 2. Yes, that is the level.
Nice.
It's all the text. So it's a saving throw versus 15 is the DC.
Okay. What kind of save is it?
You cause the object to any creature in physical contact to. Oh no, they just take 2d8 fire damage.
Yeah, there is actually no save.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then I can do a bonus action to repeat that. So then they have to make because I'm heating his armor on a surface. Then he makes a Constitution save.
Right.
I guess
later.
He can't drop it.
Like whether to drop it or not.
Yeah, he can't.
Then he has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So like get real toasty. And then she dives forward, and as her bonus action, as she does, she's going to turn into a big old cave bear.
Nice. Okay. So
and first she tucks underneath Arctus and she's like, excuse me, and then pops out as a giant cave bear.
Arcturus, you give birth to an enormous, beautiful manatee.
Arcturus's pants are the quick change
That's
area.
right. You're the phone booth.
Please don't do that in my pants.
I don't.
And you see
I
this
actually
very
don't,
large
I actually don't
bear.
think. I know you would like to, but I don't think you have room right there. You're gonna have to keep moving because you're.
Oh yeah,
it's 2x2 to be a bear.
bears are large, right?
Yeah. There
it's
isn't
large.
enough room
Okay.
for you to be a
Just
bear.
run straight through me and be on the other side.
Yeah. So that I'm on the other side. Just like, excuse me.
There you go. Okay, so let's do these things one at a time. So first, heat metal deals 2d8 fire damage, right? So you want to roll that? Roll that for me.
Oh yeah, I should add that to my slash. So 5 fire damage.
Hey, you got a 3 this time. You're moving up.
Oh, look at me! I'm moving up in the world.
Okay. All right. So when his armor starts to heat, he like roars in anger and like pounds at it and like pulls on the plates, but they're like riveted to him. And and it seems to bother him a great deal.
Good.
That this is happening. Okay. So you're
does
starting to
that.
sizzle him. Okay.
Just runs through everyone, pops up on the other side of Ishi, and then just like, does that kind of like curl in and then suddenly pops out as this massive bear with this sort of like weird patchy colored brown fur. Like there are parts that are clearly lighter colored and the two very different colored eyes. And even somehow this bear has like frizzy fur.
What color are your different colored eyes?
One is that very pale, like dog blue, and then the other one's just like a normal brown eye, like
Okay.
you'd expect a bear to have.
Okay.
And then like hunkers in and roars.
Nice.
Oh, dear.
Okay. So
You said frizzy fur, and now I'm just thinking of like Labradoodle, but bear.
Yeah, no, it kind of is.
okay.
Arcturus, I really hope that wasn't that kind of idea, because otherwise we're going to have a conversation.
Okay, so I will make this bear into you. There you go. You're this bear now.
Yes.
So just give me, just check and see if you can move that token. Can you move that bear at all? Is it your bear?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And this one is the cave bear variant. So I have, because she's never seen a polar bear, but she has seen a cave bear.
Okay.
And so this one has dark vision.
Nice. Okay, good.
Really
so
handy.
The room is pretty well lit, but yeah, suddenly there's a bear in the room. If you hold shift and you double left click on the bear token, you'll get the bear's character sheet and you can use it for rolls and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. All right. Good. Ichi, it's your turn.
I turn to my nearest dwarf enemy.
Yeah.
Our fellow to the bottom there.
Mhm.
And I give him the old scimitar moves. Now I have advantage because of pack tactics.
Yep.
Because I have a bear.
Yes.
Friend.
Yes, that's right.
So scimitar for 9 with a sneak attack for 4.
Okay.
And then a scimitar again.
Oh, nice.
Should have saved the sneak attack. Always save the sneak attack for 15.
Okay, so slashing damage, sneak attack damage, and then another 15. Okay, all right. Just hacking away at him, digging into his undead flesh. And you're going to hold your ground there?
Yep.
All right, Arcturus.
I think, let me just see. I was gonna do that, but we still have a bunch of fellas that are scared guys. So I think I'll do this anyway. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians and summon my Lisa Frank dolphins.
So excited.
And
So
all
would
members
you like
of my
to,
party,
would you like to
including-
explain? Would you like to
Yes.
explain to the new member of our group what you mean by your dolphin spell?
Okay, so my Spirit Guardians summons either like angelic or fey creatures or fiendish creatures, but we decided because I'm from the elemental plane of water that mine look like dolphins, but they're also like spirit dolphins. So they're definitely hollow dolphins. So they're Lisa Frank dolphins.
Very sparkly and glowy. Yeah.
It's really good. I choose all members of my party to be exempt to this damage, including the giant bear, even though I'm very confused.
Okay. That sounds good.
So the dolphins, if they look pretty transparent to you, which is and they probably look very opaque to the cave things.
The dwarves, yeah.
The dwarves. But yeah, so 11 damage on their turn if they remain within the circle.
And it does this damage on the first. It does this damage on the first turn, though, right? Like
when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts
the turn. Right.
there.
So it doesn't happen yet, but it'll happen on their turn.
Not yet.
Okay.
It'll make the wisdom save when their turn starts.
Okay. Doing anything else?
I will. Well, I can't step on this guy's corpse, or can I?
Yeah, he's dead. He's a dead person. He's not gonna care.
I nudge him enough away with my feet to stand there.
Okay.
And I'm a little squicked out, but it's okay.
Right.
And I'm holding my shield, and I got my dolphins, and it's good. It's a good time.
All right. So the dwarf that's in the
It
area,
starts its turn there.
So he makes the
So,
roll.
DC 14 wisdom save.
Okay. Gets the save.
Half
takes
damage.
Half damage. Okay.
So 5.
All right. Okay. All right. And then that is, let me see. I've been meaning to roll this, so. Okay. All right. So, the door at this end of the hall pops open, and we see another dwarf enter the room. He's not scared, though. I just copied the token. So he enters the room, and he's like, what's going on? And he looks and sees all this shit going on. He heard a bear rolling, and he brings his crossbow up, and he fires it. He's going to fire it at Arcturus. So he starts with that.
Dolphins, protect me.
Pew!
Dolphins.
Dolphins did not protect me.
He hits you for 10. Make a
goodness.
concentration check.
Okay. I'm hurt.
Yeah, you are.
Jeez, heal thyself.
Healer, heal thyself. I lose my fucking dolphins.
I didn't see the result. What did you get?
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I didn't get anything.
Shut up. It'll show up eventually. What did you roll?
I got a 1, which is a 4.
Wow. Aw. Okay.
I have such good comp.
There it is. There's the terrible roll. I'm sorry your dolphins didn't last
I
very
just
long.
cast that spell.
Goodbye,
what a
dolphins.
fucking waste.
Rip dolphins.
Okay, so rip dolphins. There they go.
Oh, my precious babies.
Yeah, they're just like, you got hurt. We're out of here, and they disappear. Okay, and the other ones are all scared. The other two dwarves are scared. The one nearest you.
Don't they get to make a wisdom save again?
What do they save every turn?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I just no. Turn undead is total bullshit.
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't
okay.
they don't get to do
turn
anything.
Undead. Turn undead is
Okay.
a massive fuck you to any undead.
I forgot
It's the
how
kind
that
of thing.
worked.
It's the kind of thing where if there was a rule that I could do that to you, no one would want to play
For
D&D.
1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're just done. You don't get to do anything. You just hide in the corner.
Okay.
It's
I
because
just-
it's because you can only hit them once and then it breaks. That's what balances it. Anyway, the dwarf that's closest to you, Arcturus, is going to press the attack. So he takes his one-handed battle axe attack, and then he tries to life drain you.
You chose to
Please
step
no.
forward into this.
Please no.
Uh,
Oh, mother of fuck.
Hits you for 6, which I think downs you.
Nope. I have 1 HP.
Oh shit. Okay, make the Constitution save.
Woo!
Because that would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been very bad. You would have become zombie Arcturus. Okay, so
Still good.
he grabs you, and you feel the like necrotizing of your flesh, and he looks at you through
Jesus.
looks at you through his mask, and he says, "All glory to Serac, Lord of Death." And he's like battering at you with his axe. The other dwarves, however, are less certain of a Serac, Lord of Death, and they're just like, "Oh God, please don't kill us," cowering in the corner. Malik, it is your turn.
Okay, let's move down now that we have a clear corridor.
Mhm.
Let's get an attack on that boy.
It's much harder to tank when they don't attack me.
It's true.
This guy over here.
No, south guy, not Tom.
That guy.
Yeah, I think we're focusing. him
Right, you want
first.
to try to burn him down. Okay.
Literally.
Yeah, that's a hit.
19 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's not dead, but he is badly burned.
And I move back up here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can heal you with, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, how smart is the Tomb Guardian? Oh, he's not very. Okay. He's
Keep
just gonna attack
punching.
he's gonna attack the biggest thing nearby. So now that there's a giant bear,
That's
Ichi,
fair.
he just turns with his like sizzling armor. It's on his turn that he takes more damage, right? From the continued.
It's my
application?
turn
It's
because
your
I do it
turn.
as a bonus
Oh
action.
yeah, right. You have to
Still do an animal form.
But also he has disadvantage, right? Because of the
He does.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he is going to make 2 attacks against this enormous bear that is in front of him. And your armor class is pretty low because you're a bear. Slam. So 1 hit. His big mailed fist comes in and bam, hits you in your big thick bear skull. The other one comes in from the side. He's got disadvantage, so he misses. This one you manage to recoil, and he like, swings past you. Cool. You're getting pummeled. Okay.
Do you
42 minus 17 is some math.
Oh, so
If you,
can.
click on your token and you see the
Yeah.
circle that has the green circle around it, you can just type in that circle minus 17.
And you never have to do hit point math ever again.
Minus 17.
When you make the save
Yes.
concentration on the spell, do you use
When I
your-
get hit.
Yeah.
So
The question was, do you use the bear's con or your own?
Yeah.
So your mental stats say the same,
But con is not a mental.
Con's
but
not
con
a-
is not a mental stat. So
What's weird is that concentration should be a wisdom save. Like, I think we can all
Yeah.
agree that the way it's described, it should be wisdom, but it's not.
I mean,
you know, it's your
it's
body.
actually identical. I have a 3 to con.
Use the bear's constitution because that's the.
I think
that's
the
rules.
point is it's like not how well your brain works, it's how much pain your body's in.
However,
Ugh.
the heat
had to beat a 10.
the
It
heat
didn't
the
matter.
heat metal is no longer No longer applicable.
It's okay. I feel your pain.
Bear con or otherwise. But it is your turn.
At least I did the 2d8 damage.
Melvora, so.
It is my turn,
That's
and
right.
I am a bear, and I do have advantage because I'm next to a kobold, and I do have multi-attack.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go after the thing that went after me. I'm gonna bite it, and then I'm gonna claw it.
This would be an awesome fight to watch, right? Like giant, horrific metal Frankenstein versus cave bear in a punch
bear.
match to the death.
So I imagine, because bears are pretty smart, and not that the int score on this reflects it, but like they know how to like jump on a car and pop it open. So the bear, I'm gonna go into the claw and just like slam tackle it, and then just try and pop its armor open so I can bite it.
Is it being a bear that gives you advantage because you're next to me? Because pack tactics is just
Pack tactics only works for the kobold.
Oh
It
no,
works for
sorry.
Ishi, yeah. But you still
that would've
get
been
your
cool.
full complement, your 2 attacks. So let's see if you can pop this guy open like a tin can and
And so
on
I
the
should
hot
also be
flesh.
able to up, because my proficiency bonus is +3 and the bears is I think only 2, but I maintain my proficiency bonus.
Uh,
I think.
the bear just says +7 to hit for me.
It depends on if you're
13.
clawing. It depends on if you're clawing or biting, but
It says +7 for both on the sheet in Roll20.
Yeah, that part is true, but I believe you either keep their bonus or you use yours if yours is higher.
let's take a look.
I might be wrong.
Well, it's rolling with a +8 right now. So
Yeah, because I added 1 to it because the bears is
okay.
only 2 and mine's 3. I might be wrong about that.
This is an NPC druid, Adam.
Um,
Attacks stay the same. Skills and saves use your proficiency, evidently, but we'll find the reference. That's okay. So we
new
do.
class.
and then the other one, so the 13 does not hit.
A 13 does not hit. No.
Curses.
Yeah.
And then the that was the bite. This is the claw.
Okay.
25.
Nice. Yes. This is the text for everybody who is curious. You can go ahead and roll your damage on the
Okay, slash.
the big bear.
And then +5. Oh my god, I'm so bad at damage.
2 and a 1, even in
but
bear
it is
form.
magical because I'm a fucking
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah.
druid.
So your claws, you get him. I mean, like you feel the metal like bending under your claws. You tear into the creature and like rear up, and he pushes you back with his like spiked fists. And yeah, it's a battle of titans here down in the dwarf forge. Ishi.
I see the dwarf going after Arcturus, and Arcturus looking terrible, and I'm like, I'd fucking kill a dwarf.
Mhm.
I was trying to kill the dwarf. So scimitar, 14.
Yes, a 14 is enough to hit the dwarf.
Very nice, 12 damage.
Okay.
With a sneak attack of 1 damage.
Okay.
And then attack him again. I'm assuming. If he's still.
He's still up.
standing.
Yep.
Cool. So
Yeah, there
damn
you
it!
go.
That's the second time I've been like, you got to use a sneak attack on the first attack, Elf, because otherwise you forget.
What if the second attack doesn't hit?
No,
All
if
right.
the second attack doesn't hit, yeah, fucking
It's a loser's
12
game both
damage.
ways.
12 damage to the.
He is dead. You hack into him, you
Yes.
chop his stupid head off, and his head and the mask on it clatter to the floor, and his body tumbles over, squirting black goo.
Ichi has been trying to use a scimitar like a rapier this whole time, and then eventually just goes and like chops properly, and it just takes the thing's head off. It's like,
You hear in your head, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it.
There you go. Cool. All right. Ishi, do you want to move or do anything else? You're still being threatened by the big guy.
you know what I'm gonna do though is I'm not too scared of the big guy, but what I don't want is for Arcturus to get fucking crossbowed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take an attack of opportunity and like
Okay,
run
that makes
to engage
sense.
this guy. Like, yeah, get in front of him.
Pretty smart.
Okay. I will.
Uses up the reaction for when he moves back. As
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a swing.
Well. Oh, primo tactics. I love it.
Yep.
Okay. So he lunges out to make a slam attack on you. Gets
does
a
not.
17, so he misses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
All right. Arcturus.
as the creature is lunging to hit Ishi, I use that opportunity to duck into the hallway.
Okay. All right. So you move, you fall back.
I move, I fall back, and then I'm gonna heal myself. I'm trying to see what spell slot. I'm just gonna use a level 1 spell slot. I don't have a whole lot left. So
Okay.
I heal 6 HP. Woohoo! Look at me.
Is that your turn?
I like sit kind of. I like lean against the, not sit, like I'm not going prone or whatever, but I lean against the wall and I'm like going like and then I like when I said it was it's fine. There's a bear. There's that thing from
Danger business. All right. Your undead turning continues. The tomb dwarves that are not cowering in the corner, one of them attacks Ichi Snaggletooth. Ha! And yeah. Oh my god, did I hit you? Nope. Ichi, you are too difficult to hit. All right, so swinging, trying to grab you, no problem. You were fine. You were safe from that tomb dwarf. Malik, it is your turn.
Ishi, do you need help or should I start on bigger boy?
No, I got this. Kill the thing.
Right. Okay, so I move up.
Okay.
I make
Good.
my attack.
Okay. He's got a bit of cover from there, but not much. Just the lowest amount.
Oh, I keep forgetting that if things hit me, I can electrocute them.
Okay.
I'll remember next time.
It's fizzle.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Okay, so he's like fall back. Like, ugh, okay, never mind. All right. So the Guardian, I think he'll move. What's his movement rate? Tom, what's your movement rate here, Tom Guardian? His movement rate is 30 feet. Okay. Oops.
Good old Tom B. Guardian.
I want to nom his face.
So the two of you are circling around, wrestling. He's punching you. You're biting him, clawing him, fighting with him. So he's going to try to pummel you a couple of times. So there's his first punch for 9. And
Such terrible AC.
I know, right? And his second punch, I think that one actually misses. It sure
It does actually miss.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the first one, he clocks you across the jaw. The second one, though, your height is too thick and he punches you center mass and you just...
Turns out being a
absorb
giant
it.
bear makes you pretty easy to hit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It turns out not using a PC stat block means your AC is way lower.
Yeah.
That's what it means. It's your turn, Melvora.
Well, I am hungry now. He booped me in the butt, and I don't like that. So I turn around,
Yep.
put my face.
Pretty
on
sure
his
there's some
body.
tuna in this tin can somewhere.
I'm gonna get to it.
Oh my
It's gonna
god,
be-
it's like watching those videos of the guys in the
Can we
bear
not
suit.
Talk about tunas and tin cans. That's like literally what I am.
Yeah.
Like tries to pick him up and just
I wasn't gonna say anything, but in the next room, it's full of Japanese fishermen. So look out, Arcturus. Yeah, go ahead and make your bite and claw.
17 with the bite.
That is a hit. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Oh, it does not have so 1d8 4
Okay.
but plus 5.
Yep. Okay. All
So
right.
it's 7 piercing damage. So
Okay. That's good. All right.
then the claws.
Mm-hmm.
26.
Okay. Yeah. Hit another hit.
All right, plus 5 to this. Fucking A.
All
8
right.
damage.
Okay. I mean, it's happening. You're doing it slowly. Ishi.
It's just like just
Yeah, you hear-
armor and it's toasty. I burned my mouth.
Yeah, you look back over your shoulder and you pretty much see like one of those YouTube videos of the guys in the bear protective suit
Oh yeah.
just getting
like-
thrown around while fighting.
All right, I get right up in this dwarf's face and I start giving them business.
Okay, good.
So
I
scimitar,
should grapple it.
Yeah.
13 damage plus a sneak attack for 5 damage,
Mhm.
and then scimitar the second for another 12 damage. Just
Okay.
hacking away at this corpse, basically.
All right. So first hit. I gotta do all these like independently. Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. You're just like chopping away at him. He'd be a dead man already if he wasn't already a dead man. Anything else?
No, that is reasonably it, I guess.
All right, Arcturus.
I was just looking about my Triton spells, but I'll figure that out. Oh, it's here. You can cast. I just wondered if it takes a spell slot. No, it's just once per long rest. Okay. That's what I wanted to check. But I think I can just like push people around. So
That does sound like you.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't have a whole lot of spells left, is, and necrotic doesn't seem to be great on these fellows. I'm gonna probably like step out into the hallway again so that I can see. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna be brave.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna step like over to here because I was.
Oh damn! Just getting up on that Tomb Guardian. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be brave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whack at it.
With your
We
hand.
don't exactly have a lot of ways to get you back on your feet.
Bonk.
Nope.
Okay.
And I then fail, and I look at the bear that's very, very close to me, and I say, and that's it.
It was a heroic attempt. The tomb dwarf tangling with Ichi makes his attacks.
Bring it on.
Okay. Hey, I hit you.
Whoa!
You take five necrotic damage. You need to make a DC 13 con save, please.
I shall indeed.
Okay. All right. He hit you. You've been hit once.
Oof.
Malik, it is your turn.
Okay, we move forward. Take a shot at the guy. He's moved into a place where he doesn't have cover, I don't think.
This dude?
Yeah.
I mean, you're on the stairs, so you can
you're-
probably look
you're
over
fine.
me.
Yeah, it's a normal shot.
Tomby, he got shoot.
You miss.
Didn't a 14 hit him?
No,
Oh, no,
14
it was the
Yeah,
other
Yeah,
yeah,
one.
guys.
hit the
Wow.
dwarves. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
What?
conjure the firebolt and you throw it, and he blocks it with one of his bracers, and it deflects off and hits the ceiling.
Yeah, I can't really do very much more at the moment.
Okay.
That's that.
Fall back. All right, time to punch a bear. So, bear punching.
I guess if I would have hit him, it would have been actually bad for me, probably.
First bear punch for, Jesus, 18 damage. Are you back to non-bear form? You can't bear it anymore?
I
Okay.
can't bear it anymore.
All right, which of those 4 squares would you like to revert to?
Probably the one not next to the.
Like over here? Over there?
Yeah, let's get some distance.
Okay. So you shape change back. You take it. You take the extra as like damage
Yeah,
to
and I
suffering.
think I
Okay.
had 17 hit points, but it disappeared. So I
Okay.
lose 1 hit
just
point.
cocks a fist back and punches you so hard you turn back into a halfling.
Just like knocks back.
And then he'll use that momentum to follow you forward, and we'll take another swing at you.
Ooh, he's a big angry
He's
boy.
a big angry. So you take 10 on that one. So he like bang punches you and drives you back. But you're on your feet. You ready to go? It's your turn. What do you want to do?
I am presuming that. I guess this is a question for you. Was my plot bear transformation at the beginning? Does that count as one of my
that was free. That one was for free.
I just want to make sure if I have another
of
wild
course.
shape or
Yeah,
not.
totally.
Well, I don't have a scimitar
Mhm.
because I lent that out.
The scimitar is being put to excellent use.
No, that's great.
Thankfully.
But being next to him is less optimal. And you know what? A bear didn't work as well as she wanted, so I think we're gonna go with something else.
You make me work for it, aren't you? All right. What else should we add to your menagerie?
Go with dire wolf.
Okay, cool.
Big old
Because-
chomper.
A good old chomper, and that does get me pack tactics.
Yes, back
so-
team.
Because
This
I think I
is-
can shift.
This is so much easier than it was even like
Yeah, it
the
really.
last
great.
time we had a druid. Like I've already added this direwolf. Hold on, let me try this again. So like I should be able to just give you same as
Reef
thing.
shark.
Yeah, turn into a reef
No,
shark.
not a
Just
reef
flops
shark.
on
Turn
the
into 12
ground.
reef sharks. Okay.
So if I can, I'm probably gonna do the 5 foot, because you can shift 5 feet without getting an attack of opportunity, right? I can shift around him.
You can move
yes.
any-
Yes, as long as you're still in his range.
So I'm going to move to being next to Arcturus so that I get the sweet old pack tactics.
He's
And
very
then-
scared and surprised.
And then she just sort of like looks again at her empty hand and being like, casting spells this close to someone is a bad idea, and just goes shrug, and then drops down on all fours and like turns into this slightly motley colored, very large wolf.
Okay. So, sorry, I just ran into a bug that made this thing not
That's
you,
fine.
but I can give it to you in a second.
I got the sweet old.
Okay. Yeah, if you've got the stats there, I'll fix it. I'll fix
Yeah.
it in between. It just didn't. I didn't
And so with this one, it's just bite, but I have advantage. So
Yeah. And this, yeah, you should be a big boy. There we go.
I should be a
Big boy.
Big
What
boy.
about
Okay.
Biggie Boy?
the bigger boy. And the big boy moves next to Arcturus and is just like, and then just telepathically sends, just in case Arcturus is confused, it's still me.
Yeah, I'm still this.
And I look around like you're invisible, like Malik was. I'm like, oh god. But it's fine. I'll figure it out. We can explain this later.
The real question is it a dire woodle?
I don't
A
think
dire woodle?
Yeah, like with the fur.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
dire
fur is
woodle.
totally curly. Totally curly fur. He's so big.
Okay, well, bite.
I can't because it took over the screen.
Yeah.
Sorry, just click anywhere. You can get rid of that wolf.
That's fine. I'm just gonna roll 1d20 and then
Whoa, that's
advantage.
probably. Oh, thank goodness, advantage.
Hey,
Thank goodness for
Wow.
advantage. You got both those.
this
sixes.
RNG hates me.
It really does.
You and Adam are both having
I
not
know,
great
I'm having
days.
kind of a rough day. Let me see. Yeah.
I just got given a fan.
Yay.
All right. So there you go. You appear, your jaws snap shut on the empty air, and Ichi, it is your turn.
I scimitar this nerd in front of me. He hit me. You're not allowed to do that.
1v1 him. Reckon.
16. That's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then
Do
sneak
it.
attack for 2.
I was like, you're gonna get another crit though.
And scimitar and
Oh, and you did, but in the different direction.
Okay. All right. So the first hit, no problem. Second one, you miss. His armor's too tough. Arcturus, it is your turn.
There's the wolf next to me. That's fun. I think I'm gonna I'm running out of spells, and so it really it reduces my ability to do things.
Yeah.
I feel feelings, and I can't do my 1 damage dealing cantrip because it's necrotic and this guy's deadish looking. So I guess I'm just gonna whack at him and hope that it works this time.
Okay.
No, it does not. I'm really bad.
Tink. Yeah. You tap him gently.
And I look over at the wolf and I'm like,
It's a good wolf face.
The wolf like goes,
And then gets socked in the head. Like middle of a fight, like what did you want to? And then
Yeah, the iron golem thing wants to play.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. So cool. You get a tomb dwarf up in your business here, Ichi.
Bring it
oops,
on.
I clicked the wrong thing. You know it has multi-attack. I don't need to roll that.
Yeah, I don't care.
So it misses twice, because that's how it goes when you got AC 20. Just like
The life of a tomb
God, come
dwarf.
here, trying to murder you with the axe.
I like to think that Ishi's AC 20 looks a lot less like she's hiding behind a shield and a lot more like, ooh, you almost got me on that one, like kind of ducking around it and stuff. Yeah.
Malik.
I'm afraid it's the same as every other time.
Pop my head in. Pew.
Yeah, I'd love to do something more, but I'm down to my kind of utility spells. It's a 23.
There you go.
16 points of fire damage on Tom.
Very nice. Okay, so you hit him in the side, and he turns and like roars at you, and you can see that the plate is like melted, and there's like smoke coming off of it, and he is mad about that. He did not like that you hit him with a fire spell.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So mad, in fact, that he charges you. So anyone with an attack of opportunity can go ahead and do that.
Yay! Let's see how this goes. No.
Okay, so the Warhammer, you hit him, but it just bounces off of him. You can make a bite attack.
Oh, that'll probably do it. What's your plus as a wolf?
Should be +5.
Oh, there you go.
Yep,
20.
That's a hit.
So 20.
Mhm.
I think I still have advantage. That doesn't hit.
No, it does.
Okay, perfect. And then it's 2d6 + 3. I'm gonna get good at typing.
Yeah. I'll get your direwolf like squared away for you automatically.
I can set up some.
For now, it's 10.
Yep.
Okay. And then he's got to make a save, right?
Yeah, it succeeds. Does DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone?
Okay. Okay, he's fine. So you don't. That would have been great for you if you'd been able to grab his ankle and like pull him to the ground. But your jaws snap down and he like kicks you aside and then turns to Malik and like Terminator runs over to you.
Can while you're making the attacks, can I do my bonus action I was gonna do?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swap out some sorcery points and get back a second level spell slot.
Okay, sure.
No, I know he has a weakness.
Okay, so he comes running up to you. He's gonna make his attacks. He has disadvantage on these.
What's the disadvantage? Oh, because he just got hit with fire, probably.
Could very well be.
That's a miss.
Aw. Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So he's roaring and swinging at you and like punching the walls, and you're like ducking, and he's like "Rah!" and like taking swings, trying to kill you. But yeah, he misses. Melvora, it is your turn. You can go bite him.
Meliora, sorry.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I had my volume. I need to turn it up apparently because the fan is loud. I was like, I just literally didn't hear that.
Small former
okay.
halfling, now giant wolf.
Now large wolf.
It is your turn.
There's a nom nom, and she's gonna nom nom. I think unfortunately there isn't a way to be next to a thing attacking it, right? Yeah. Curses.
Yeah, you can get up in
Oh
there
no!
and
One of the creature's allies is within 5 feet.
yeah, you can get up there and bite it while Malik's fighting.
I count.
While you are distracting it, Malik, I'm going to eat it.
Mage tank.
Here, I'm just going to do 2 d20, and then we'll just look at the numbers and not the sum. Ha!
Nice.
That's a good number.
Nice.
Okay,
I'll take the 20.
nice. Yeah.
And I roll damage twice for this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Roll
Let's
twice.
roll.
Twice the dice.
46 plus 3. I wish it was 46, but it's 40. Finally! Look,
Nice.
I did some damage.
Yeah, and the fact that you're a magic wolf means you're dealing like a full amount of damage.
A
So
full-
Yeah.
your teeth sinks into its armor and tears chunks off of it. Yeah, and it's staggered for sure. Okay.
And then it needs to succeed on the DC 13
It does, yes.
strength, which it probably will because it's very large.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Curses.
Okay, all right. Ishi?
I keep chopping. Eventually it'll fall over no matter its damage resistance. Let's just keep hitting it. 17 is a hit for 8. Sneak attack for 4.
Okay.
Wait, why am I sneak attacking? I can't sneak attack this guy.
Oh, that's right. You can't. Yeah, because
And then I miss on a 13, I'm guessing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so 8 total damage that turn.
Okay, great. Arcturus?
My Warhammer wasn't doing very much against the other guy, and now there's a giant wolf in front of him. So instead, I'm gonna go help Ichi and try and hammer this fellow.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm much better at that guy.
Yep.
He's not his armory. 8 damage.
Okay.
Bong.
That's your turn, right? Because you're not a fancy warrior of any kind.
I am not fancy. I don't have two things. Mostly.
Okay.
to
Well,
magic
now
stuff.
that you've run up, the tomb dwarf is going to attack you. He's like, "Hey, look, a new friend!" And he swings out
Oh,
his battle
yay.
axe.
Excellent.
He hits you for 6.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna die now.
Puts
See
you down to
later.
1, and then he's
You're
gonna try
the
to,
one who ran into
and then
Malik.
he's gonna try to life. He's gonna try to life drain Ichi because he's got to fight both of you.
He
And
actually hits
He
me
hits you
again.
for 4. Yeah, everything's coming up, Tom Dwarf.
Tom Dwarf.
So, yeah, you take the 4 necrotic, and then you fail to save. Okay, so make a note temporarily. Your
I got
HP
it.
max is reduced by 4.
Yeah, I got it.
Ooh, the chill of the grave washes over you.
Eventually, this guy will die. It's just taking 17.
Malik, would you like to use that spell that you just charged back up?
Yeah, I do need to take the attack of opportunity. That's fine. That's fine because the shield will last all the way around again. Okay, I take a step back.
Okay, all right. So he'll take a swing at you,
Yes.
and he gets an 9. He's still got disadvantage.
I use. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it because he still has disadvantage. Swings
All right.
and smashes.
I cast Chromatic Orb as a fire spell, 2nd level.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. Please don't miss.
Right.
There we go.
There you go.
Fire at level 2. 24 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. So the orb crashes into his armor, sears the thing's flesh. The armor is like becoming molten, like dripping off it. You can see it's like riveted together body underneath, and it's staggering and losing its ability to fight.
Good.
Cool. Okay.
Like,
All right. So it needs to make a roll now because it's below a certain hit point threshold.
does it have
Okay.
Berserk?
And I think, how smart is this guy? He's not very smart. I think he's going to step forward to attack Malik, which means that our wolf gets one more shot on him.
Leaps forward. Modifier. I think I made a macro that'll work.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason you don't have the normal bear stuff is just because there was a bug with the character sheet when I dragged
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah, I can fix it for you next time.
I totally lost the page, but we'll say that works. That is not the correct macro.
No, that's okay. You have a plus. He has a +5 to hit. By
Do I have
default.
advantage right now? Because he's moving forward.
because
No.
Malik moved, so you don't have
That's
advantage.
right.
Yeah.
Curse you, Malik. 15 plus 5.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
okay.
that hits.
Yeah, you hit him.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then roll 2d6 3.
Okay. Cool. You kill him.
Yeah!
You bite into him, and he tries to like tear away from you to get at Malik, and his spine comes out in your mouth, and his body just like crumbles to the ground with a crash.
I might eat this spine slightly.
Good
Chewing
dog.
on it. Um,
Like roll over on her back.
the tomb dwarf down here sees that happen. He sees you like tear it apart, and he's like, no! And he's mad. He's mad about that. But now it's your actual turn, Meliora. So
Oh, well,
That wasn't
it
even
sort
your
of
turn.
gulps down a little bit of the spine, and then spits out the rest of it. And seeing that there is still a dwarf attacking Ichi and Arcturus, she's gonna move over there.
okay.
And I have a speed of 50, so I can get all the way there.
Just fly across the room. You can kind of jam into that corner. Yep.
And go after the dwarf that is attacking them.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
So slash roll. And she's next to it, so we'll get that sweet advantage.
Mm-hmm.
See, 18 plus 5 will
Yeah,
hit.
18's
Awesome.
enough.
2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
less good, but I'll
That-
take
Still.
the 8 damage.
That was 2d5. You should roll again.
It sure was.
D5.
Typing is hard. Okay,
That's okay.
the D5. Don't you all have one of those?
I mean,
Yeah,
I actually do. I have several. Oh,
Can I
give
that's-
it?
previous roll?
bigger dice, worse results.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
You have to point that out.
the thing is though, and Ishi, you and Arcturus can see this, where your attacks are hitting like it's like hitting like dead meat, right? Like it's not affecting it as much. Melivora's wolf jaws tear into this thing like you would
Yeah.
expect to be able. So it's like the magic jaws of the wolf like tear into the dwarf, and he yells in pain. And you can see you're actually like doing a number on him.
Really wish I had those magic fists at this point in time. All right, I'm
All right,
gonna
Ishi.
attack this nerd.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
17 is a hit for 13 damage.
Okay.
Now I can sneak attack because I have many friends. So that's for 3. And
Okay.
then scimitar again. 16 is a hit, I think, for 12.
All right. That is
Die,
it. You kill him. You finish the job. So you just like with the wolf's help and with Arcturus along for the ride.
I'm just standing there.
you drive the dwarf to the floor where he lies still. So
Okay, we've still got more work to do. There's other dwarfs.
yeah, and I think
Cowering
that'll
in the
be
corner.
yeah. I think that's where we go to our break, right? Because yes, there is still like you have 4 rounds. Where the dwarves are still terrified of you, but there is a moment where you can like take a breath, look around, take stock of the situation, and we'll grab our last break there. And when we get back, we will finish today's episode. So don't go anywhere. More Tomb of Annihilation when we return. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the conclusion of today's episode of Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. I think the only thing getting annihilated today are whites. Just like a lot of dead undead. So congratulations on that
Yes,
getting
annihilate
splattered.
the whites.
But y'all are getting worn down. Now combat is still going on. You have 4 rounds before Arcturus's magical repulsion vanishes. What does everybody want to do? We'll do it in order here. So Ichi.
Well, my first instinct is to like go for the next dwarf, the one in the corner there. Just like keep going.
So you've made your action, so you can finish your turn. You can move, but you still have
which I'm gonna do by moving like on this side here. And then
right.
that's-
So you're gonna run and jump over the table and like menace this guy, like, "Ugh, you scared dwarf, I could get you."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. Arcturus, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pant several times and then probably I need to use a spell slot to heal myself is what I probably need to do because I have 1 HP. Yeah, that takes 10 minutes, so there's no point in doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably I just need to heal myself. So I will I'll fucking do it.
Okay. So
Give
you
me all
need
the HPs.
Heal yourself.
1, are you fucking
17?
17? Really? Like that's not great, but I'll
Okay.
take it.
All right. The dwarves cower in fear.
And I'm gonna stay here for the moment.
Okay. Malik.
Yeah, so I move into the room and I shout. Okay, everybody move into position, and when Ishi's ready, we'll all attack one at a time and focus them down until they're dead. Sound good?
Okay.
Sure. You hear
Right.
telekinetic response.
Yep. Then I ready an action firebolt for when Ishi attacks the the dwarf.
Okay. So when Ishi attacks, you firebolt her
Yes.
target. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Milvora.
I'll move up next to Ishi and
Okay.
totally ready. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Sounds good.
She sends to Ishi.
Ichi.
I attack the dwarf.
Okay. Go ahead.
Scimitar for 16.
Okay, you hit.
Or yeah, hit 9 damage. Sneak attack for 2 because I have a dog next to me.
You do. It's true.
And then Scimitar again for 10.
Okay. All right. Now, Malik, you can make your
Yep.
attack.
That's a firebolt for 19.
I feel like there's some cover situation going on here. Because you got this huge ass wolf.
Because that's a large
and
creature
a
and
table.
a pillar.
Yeah, I think this is a miss. I think that 15.
If there's cover, then I will move so that there's not cover because I have plenty of room for this.
But your held action was, you like the
I
wolf
know,
moved. The wolf created the cover after your turn was over.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because it's not your
Okay.
turn. You're not acting on your
Yeah.
turn, so you wouldn't have been able to move. So she
Right.
went in the way, and then you fired, but you barely
Right.
missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Um.
And then the wolf, you held your action too, right? You moved.
Yes.
So
Yep.
Plus 5? Plus 5.
Yeah.
What? This is not good. I'm bad at math.
It's okay. So you can just for now just slash our d20 plus 5.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is
there you go.
22, and then this. I assume that hits.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, sadly you can only do the 1 attack because it was a prepared action.
Yeah, that's right.
10 damage.
Okay, but you do your full 10. Okay, good. Ishi, I assume you just want to. You don't have a bonus action you want to use or anything.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so this thing's getting chewed on. He's got to make.
It also does need to succeed on DC 13.
Yeah, these are pretty strong, but not as strong.
Eh?
Okay, so he's knocked knocked
goes.
prone.
So now I
Yeah.
have disadvantage on my attack.
Okay, Arcturus, but Arcturus will have advantage.
Good point.
Arcturus, it's your turn.
Mathematically more valuable.
yeah. So I'll have advantage on a melee attack now.
Yeah, if you
Is
get
that-
up there and
You
melee.
will
'cause he's
indeed.
on
Yeah,
his
I
butt.
will. I will go whack at him with my hammer.
Do it.
Whew.
hope that's not the sound it makes. You hit it.
Yeah.
I hope that is the sound it makes.
10 damage.
Okay.
You want to-
All right. So this is like this scene is like that scene in Office Space, but instead of a printer, it's a dwarf, and he's just
Are we the
jammed in the
bad
corner.
guys?
He's just jammed in the corner, and you're just stomping on him and biting him and hitting him with your weapons. He's
We're
literally
the
like
bad guys.
trapped in the corner. I mean, but also he's a malevolent undead monstrosity. So,
But we're the bad guys.
but you're the bad guy. But also he's a bad guy. You're all bad guys. Let's all just
We
be bad
are
guys
in
together. Okay.
No, we are in no way the bad guys. These are evil servants of a arch-lich.
He
We
gets-
are in no way the bad guys. Even if they presented us with flowers and said, we'd like to not hurt you, please. If we killed them, we'd still be the good guys because D&D is absolute.
That's true. That's the question is don't look at your actions to know if you're good. Look only at your character sheet. If your character sheet says you're good, anything you do is the correct thing to do.
Wait, so can I change mine back then?
No, that's not really how it works. All right, so the tomb dwarf, as you hit him, and as you bring your arm up, Arcturus, he reaches out to grab you. So he's like pulling himself up, and he lunges for you, with his weapon here. So he's gonna try to life drain you. He hits you for 8, and you need to make the save.
Okay.
So there's
Constitution.
a sharp, icy pain. Ooh, okay.
Oh!
So your total, make a note somewhere that your total HP is dropped by 8.
Until we.
Yeah, like it says on the thing.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Okay. And then he swings out with his axe. He's gonna attack the wolf in front of him. Battle axe, and he misses because he's jammed in a corner. Okay, Malik, your turn.
Okay, if I climb up on this,
Yeah, then you can just shoot over Ichi. Yeah, because Ishi's short. Ishi's also on a table, but like I think you're fine from this angle.
right? Oh, is he still prone?
No, he's not prone anymore. He got up.
Perfect. There we go. That's the 19 from last round. It's just delays. Just had to redirect it around the wall.
All right, you sear him with magic. Melvora, it is your turn.
Okay.
This guy's in rough shape.
There's still people around her. So she's gonna go for the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Nom noms.
Do it.
Let's actually do this, and maybe this worked. That definitely misses.
But,
That was a
That was
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
yeah, but so you would have hit with
You
the
would have
other
19,
the other
yeah.
die.
Thank you. On the 19.
Mm-hmm.
With the 19, so that's 8 damage.
Okay, that's enough to kill him. Yeah, you finish him off.
Copied this wrong. Yes.
Okay.
One
All
of
right.
them's down.
So your jaws sink into the dwarf. You give him a hard shake. You hear something break, and then he goes limp and is dead. He doesn't need to make a save because he's dead. Do you want to move? Do you want to do anything else?
Probably move towards. She'll ask telepathically to. It seemed like Malik was in charge. Which one's next?
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna go to whichever one he points to.
okay.
And then
Behind me.
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 over there, so you can just run over. You have the movement rate for it. Okay. So you run across the room and head towards them. You get ready to make your attacks. Ishi, it is your turn.
Not to be outdone. It's too far for me to get there in one turn, but I certainly can hoof it
And scamper.
over to there.
Good.
And That's my whole turn, sadly, though.
Yeah.
Did one of them move into the other room? I asked
No.
everyone.
None of-
No, one came from the other
Yeah,
room.
one came in from the other room.
Gotcha. So it's just the 2 left.
Okay. Arcturus.
I guess I could, but if I bonus action disengage or bonus action dash, does that mean I can attack at the end?
Move.
Because I have a cunning action.
Yeah. Move, dash,
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
regular
Yeah, then you
attack.
can attack.
So if I cunning action dash over there, I can then attack?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I guess it's just a bonus. Okay, let's do
Yeah.
that instead.
Yeah, you have your regular attack. So
I
before
cunning-
before
I-
Arcturus takes
I
takes his
didn't
turn.
do anything yet. So
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, go ahead.
I cunning action dash over to the other side, scamper over there, and just like pop up swinging.
Okay.
Scimitar for 11, plus sneak attack, plus another scimitar for 13.
Okay.
I think that is the first time I have used a cunning action in this game.
No, you've definitely used the dash action as a part of it before.
Have I used?
Yeah, you don't use them very often, but
to move double, I think I've done it where
Yeah.
I've done like a dash and then cunning action dash.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Now,
Okay. Now it's my turn, and I still forgot that I could use when I get hit, but it's fine. I'm supposed to electrocute people, and I don't do it. I think if I use my whole wait,
Post-it note somewhere. Like,
okay, wait, space. No, I can't fucking do it. I'm the worst. I use both of my. I'll go behind Ichi. I'm not gonna go all the way in. I use both of my movements, and I go behind Ichi, and I'm just like behind my shield. I'm like, you got this.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got one. This is the last turn before the other dwarf gets together. So the dwarf that is now no longer frightened is going to attack the wolf in front of him. So I'm going to do two-handed battle axe attacks. So here's the first one for 6. The dire wolf, and the second one is that a hit on you? No, that's a miss. Okay, all right, Malik.
Yeah, how's my line of sight looking?
Not great. That wolf is huge. So probably +2 cover for both of them.
How about
from there?
here?
Much better.
Okay.
I'm good wolf. Good wolf. So big.
Yeah, enormous. Definitely in the way.
Miss anyone?
That is a miss. Yep. All right, big wolf. What are you gonna do? It's your turn, Melvora.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, pretty much. Do the one thing that you do.
Do the thing that wolves can do with the advantage that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this time I think the macro might actually work with advantage. I clicked the correct one. 21 to hit
Nice.
and 10 damage.
Excellent. All right, you chew on the wolf. Ishi.
No, you chew on the dwarf.
That's right, the
not
dwarf. The wolf does the chewing.
So I scimitar.
Object subject is confusing in English. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's a miss, I
Yeah,
think.
that's a miss.
And then another one is also a miss.
Oh,
So
all right.
Sadly, I whiffed it.
Hard to
both
get
times.
in there. There's a lot of like wolf happening. I need to make the fall down save, and then we'll just, if I fail, then you would have had advantage on those. Does the dwarf fall down? Yes. Okay, so that second one is actually a hit.
Oh, okay. So I'll roll damage on the second one.
Yeah.
For
Ow, I failed damn.
13 damage, and that means I get a sneak attack. So 2 damage on sneak.
Is that the hail?
That's the
elf?
hail bouncing off
Oh,
your
it's
window.
like-
That's
oh
so
my-
loud.
It's bouncing off my window. And I can occasionally hear it hitting the air conditioner and going, "Ping!"
That's
like
intense.
off the metal.
Jesus.
Can you all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it sounds like someone badly playing drums on like a metal can or something. Wow.
I'd like to remind you all that it's July.
Yeah. I remember living in Alberta. I remember. It's sometimes that happens. Okay. Now Arcturus, you can go.
Okay. He's prone.
Yes, he's on his butt.
Whoop. I will hit him.
Okay.
I'll try at least. I mean, no one can know if I'll truly hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But I will attempt to hit him. I hit him,
You do.
and I deal 8 damage,
Okay.
or less than that, an amount.
All
It's
right.
fine.
Your turn undead ends.
Yeah.
Both tomb dwarves now are able to act. So the one on the ground gets up and he attacks Arcturus twice. That's a miss, right? What's your AC?
18.
AC's 18. Okay. All right. And then okay. All right. And then the second one attacks the wolf. The battle axe for nothing. And then Nothing. Ooh, that would have been a good crit. Oh well. Okay, Malik, your turn.
Sure. I will attack the one on the excuse me, left-hand side.
Okay.
19 again.
Nice. Okay. That one's dead. That one's toast. You incinerate that one. Good job.
It's above average. It just
Okay. And Milivora, there's one last dwarf. Would you like to try to kill this dwarf?
timing on this is actually perfect.
I will definitely attack it. I was
Please.
considering grappling it
This
just because then everyone else can hold it. But I guess we all shoot.
And
The
if
other
you-
person dealing damage has
And if you bite
advantage,
it and they fail, they fall down anyway. So
yeah, let's just do that. Let's go with that one. It's a solid strategy. It's been working pretty well so far.
I didn't realize it was you attack first, you impose the advantage on everybody. It acts, it gets up, so I don't have disadvantage.
right, it's you got a good rotation going.
19 hits, right?
It sure does. Yeah.
Not good damage, but we'll
No.
take the 8.
Yeah. Okay. Ishi.
I will scimitar chop.
Yeah. Right.
You gotta step there. It's
Squeeze
fine.
in
I
there.
don't need to hit it.
Arcturus like, it's fine. You got.
Wail on it in the corner.
Yep. That's how you do.
Scimitar
Drive them into the
away.
corner and beat the living shit out of them. Which I guess
We're
is
the good guys.
nothing. Yeah, and you're the good guys.
11
Listen, sometimes
3 plus another 10. There you go, Adam. That's my
Listen.
suite of reduced attacks.
listen, Lauren, don't feel bad about beating the hell out of them. They're white supremacists anyway.
Yeah.
Arcturus, would you like to
No.
do anything?
They're dwarves.
Yeah, they're white dwarves though.
Oh, okay. Well, I am going to go Ishi. You've got this. In the cartoon,
I'm not a bard.
In the cartoon, I take out 2 little like pom poms and I wave them around out of nowhere. But in D&D, I'm just I don't have anything.
Just cheering.
to do.
Okay.
I'm
Does,
just-
does guidance work on attack rolls?
No.
no, or else I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless does, but guidance doesn't. Okay. The dwarf fighting for his own life takes two big boy swings on the wolf. Hoping to make up for that miss last time. So there's 12,
Whoa.
and then a second swing. It's just like two-handing the axe, just like hacking into you. And that one's for 7. How are you doing for wolf hit points?
I'm still a wolf,
Okay.
but I've got like 11 hit points left.
Okay.
Or 12.
All right, Malik.
If I do my math correctly.
All right. As is the correct response to this kind of ideology. I use violence to deny him a place to
To spread his filthy message. Okay.
18.
Nice. All right.
Oh, not a 19 this time, an 8.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
It's broken.
Well, Melivora, it's your turn. You want to try to finish this thing off? He's one.
Snarls, how dare it hit me with a very large axe? That hurt a lot.
He's
She
one-
kinetically tells it.
One good bite away from it being over.
Oh God, you say that, but
I
you
know,
know
I
what my
said that
damage
so
rolls
that
have
you'll
been.
roll really bad. That's the plan. Because that's how luck
Oh.
works, as you manipulate it by
13 to
No, you
hit.
miss.
God damn it.
Rip.
Roll 2
You
8s.
rolled 2 8s, yep. So you miss, unfortunately.
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, and I think it's just like he jams the butt end of the axe in your mouth and like pushes you back so you can't bite him. Ishi?
Scimitar,
Mhm.
sneak attack,
Okay.
scimitar, for a grand total of 22 damage.
All right, you kill it.
Yes.
Finally, after all that, all the struggling.
Just keep
It's dead.
chopping. Eventually, it'll stop moving.
Can we like pile the bodies by the doors and then take a nap?
Well, I mean, there's multiple doors, but yeah,
There's a lot of bodies.
There's those. I mean, they're only dwarves. Yeah, you can't really block them with like a pile.
There's
of
also a
dwarves.
large metal man. He can block a whole door by himself. It's fine.
He's all fallen apart. But yeah. So suddenly, like the fight's over, and you're all like, "Oh God, it hurts so
There's
much."
also tables. It's fine. We've
So-
got many tables.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? What happens now?
I would like to check the room out, Adam, if possible, because these guys.
Mhm.
You said as soon as we started, you said these guys go for weapons. So are there like weapons on the walls?
Yeah,
Is
you
it
want to
like-
search the room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll assist you, but I think I'm taking more of a look at the weird contraptions.
Okay. All right. So
Melivora is sniffing everything.
I think rather than investigation, Adam, I just want to like perception. I'm not like digging through small parts of the room. I just want to see if there's anything that like immediately stands out.
Okay.
Do they
For
have any dwarf
25.
rapiers?
25.
No, we're not a lot of dwarf rapiers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But you get a 17. Sorry, someone was helping you.
25. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
something.
Who's doing this?
It was Malik.
Malik.
Okay. All right. So Malik and
Malik's
Ichi start searching the room.
Or I guess the wolf could have technically been helping also because it was sniffing.
You can make. I mean, if everyone searches, it's 2 people doing rolls with help, right? Like it's 2 teams of 2. We've done this before.
Okay. Maybe like you guys search half of the room and then me and the wolfie will search the other half.
I don't think there's a need. We've already hit a 25.
I mean, okay, but we're all
Yeah, but that's what you're doing. The other 2 have nothing else to do, so they're kind of like helping in their own way.
Fair enough.
Okay.
18.
So you find a strange object.
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of strange objects in this place. So
Strange object.
you get a tour of the macabre laboratory of the tomb dwarves. And Ishi, none of these other plebs in your party really appreciate what you're looking at in the way that you do. These tomb dwarves are expert trap makers. They have lain about some of the most like beautiful, finely crafted like gears and poison dart shooters, and like there's a moment of, even though they were just seconds ago trying to kill you, you can't help but feel like, damn, game recognized game, tomb dwarves. Like these guys have had a millennia to practice their undying art.
I also think that Ishi's response is a little bit like, but if I had access to a whole bunch of undead,
Yeah, they're cheaters. They don't die, right? They're
They don't die, and also they get all the stuff they need, like from an archlich.
yeah.
It's much harder to make a really good trap with like a stick and some twine.
So the rat cages, it looks like, because of the blood stains and some of the rat, there's a bucket full of like headless rats in the corner. They use the rats to test some of the traps. So they're test rats. There's a bunch of them up in like cages still, looking down nervously at you. You also find a ton of tools, like just shit tons. So enough tools. I'll just read it. There are enough tools for you to make to assemble 2 sets of thieves tools, a set of artisans tools, a set of alchemist supplies, a set of masons tools, and a set of smiths tools.
Well, I definitely put together a little thieves tool.
Okay, you can take 2 of them.
Yeah, I would do
I'll
that.
take 2 just in case.
Well, I think you should let one of the others have one of them.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Split them up.
I'll carry it. I'll carry them.
Arcturus, take this. Yeah.
Okay.
How
so
much does
that's-
a thieves tool set kit? How much does it weigh?
It's in the compendium. You can just drag and drop it.
Oh, okay.
So while you 2 are doing that, I guess, looking at the tools and the traps and stuff, Melivora, you find the strange object. Everything in here is made out of like rusty, like brass and bronze, like sharp metals and stuff. But this thing is actually like kind of delicate. It is it's a strange looking lantern. So it looks like it's made out of gold. It has a blue glass body. And the body's wrapped with like a protective like casing, like a wire around it to protect it from getting like broken. It's got a big metal ring on top. It is currently out, but looking at it, like I'm not gonna assume you touch it, but looking at it, you don't see. There's nowhere to pour oil or like, yeah. There's no wick. It just looks like a dark. And actually, you can't. The glass is like dull. You can't see through it.
She does that like that dog I found something noise. It's just like that. Just like starts pawing at the table in front of it.
I'm right here.
And then speaks to you in your mind. Oh, I found something.
Yes, I also see it. Malik,
What is it? It
Yes.
looks fun
Yes.
and dangerous.
can you put this in one of your sacks? I don't think we should touch anything. It looks.
I love lanterns.
Just put it in the sack. Don't touch it.
And also magic
loves
item.
lamp. So do you wanna just grab it off the desk?
Yeah, I want to take it. I ignore Arcturus. I touch it.
Oh, God damn it.
Right. So you reach out and you touch it, and when you do, it begins to glow. A bluish white, sort of silvery light, like starlight, starts to glow from inside, just like a lantern, like this sort of.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah. So it starts to glow. And you're like,
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite.
Oh, great, more light.
yeah. I mean, it's clearly a magic item. There may be more to know about it, but you would have to take time to examine it.
Here's a really important thing, everybody. I have some tools now, so I bet you I can open the
You could go back
I mean,
upstairs and give it another try. Yeah.
We also have masks, so we could try those as well. Gently toes one of the bodies.
So there's a
Yeah.
severed
One
head.
more
in here.
tries
You
to
just-
pick up a mask and put it on.
I hold it. I'm like, I'm one of the undead servants of Asurag. I try to...
If we could, I understand that they are serving a lich, but making fun of the dead is not this
I kick it in the head for, like, as you're saying that. I'm just like, no. No.
You just chuck one of the severed heads at it.
All right. I gently remove one of the masks from the heads of one of these creatures. If it'll come off, will it come off?
Sort of. Like, some of them have the masks where their like flesh has kind of grown into like the bottom jaw of it. Like, they've been wearing these masks a long time. Some of them, the masks are like held on with wire, but the decaying flesh of their head is like dug into the wire. These masks seem to be an innate part of the creature's head. Also, they're very different from the masks that you saw upstairs.
Oh.
These ones are made out of like stone and metal, and the ones upstairs were like bird masks.
I don't think these are gonna do it, but the tools might.
All right. Well, we can try the tools. Since this looks like it would take some doing.
Why don't we pray to Ishtitia to help out on it this time around? We've got a good feeling about the assistance of Ishtitia.
And I like squint at you, like, right.
I know I shrug. I'm just like, what? It's no Lathander, but
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, you come from a desert culture, the god of water. There is some reverence there. There are people in your tribes that would have worshipped a variation of Istishia for sure.
Okay, well, I will. Yeah, if we just run upstairs real quick, I'll bless or
I'm just gonna
guide.
pop upstairs. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've
so
got
we're
the
gonna
thieves tools now.
Leave here with your tools. Do you stay in wolf form, Malvora? You're gonna have to like squeeze awkwardly with your head down.
She
like-
tries really hard.
You can't-
If she can fit through by squeezing, she'll
Yeah,
go
you
for it.
can.
If she can't,
It's just
she'll
very
turn back.
awkward for everybody.
can,
Are
it's
you
just
last then?
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a minute. She calls to whoever's
It's
I
like
mean, I
watching.
think
It's like
if I
watching a
see how
dog
big
like
you
try
are,
to get under a
I
fence.
might try and like help you, push you up the
I'm
hallway.
fine. I got this. I can do this.
All right. Okay. So you go upstairs.
Okay.
Probably just leaves with just like her head in the doorway of the other room.
Yeah. I'll pull
I
everybody.
really
back
don't
upstairs.
like how you asked. So you're lost, right? That seems
I'm
like a
just
bad-
checking. I just wanted to check where everybody was. Okay. So you find yourselves back upstairs,
Okay.
and you're all in the room. And put the Malivore
Yeah.
token in there, and then there's the wolf. So you finally like pop out into the room, or like maybe you're kind of like wedged in here or whatever.
Are there new whites?
Head in the doorway. Just
No, there are no more.
Okay. So I look over at the weird eyes,
Mhm.
and then I cast guidance on Ishi.
Okay.
Anybody want to help? Can anybody help me with this?
Mm.
I don't know.
Nobody
how to
else
use
is
this.
proficient with those tools, so no, they can't.
Damn it.
They can just watch.
Okay.
I'll give you my inspiration.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do it with
That's-
advantage.
Give it a go.
And plus a d4.
Bam.
So this is
24.
what's great about this being so late in the
Plus
episode is that
A D4.
25.
we can with 25. So you get back where you were working around the like ink notched edges, and you get one like a shim in there and start like lifting something, and then put in another tool, and you're like something clicks, and you feel the thing like pop slightly. And now definitely someone could give it a shove and push it off.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Yep.
do it.
Okay. So we get a shot from the other side of Arcturus. In the background, there's like the burned wall from the secret door that you opened. We see Arcturus put his hands on the sarcophagus, take a deep breath, and start to push. And we fade to black, and that'll be our episode. And you can find out what's in there next time.
Okay.
Cursed.
So yeah, you're accumulating a bunch of like I have a list of 3 unidentified magic items you're carrying around now. Why not add a 4th?
Yeah, we
So-
got a fair amount.
We should like sit around and figure out what those are.
Yeah, we need a long rest.
But they need to wait another several hours before they can take a long rest.
I think we just we're
But
gonna
we
have
can,
to do
we
that.
can
We
just
don't have
sit.
any
Yeah.
time.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to find a room to just sit because I don't have enough.
Find a room
to...
and hope that no random encounters come upon you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um,
we've
so-
got someone coming.
Yeah,
up
we've
on
got
us.
a
That's that.
thing after us, so we'll make haste and be done. Normally we would just be like, meh, we'll just take up as much time as we can. But let's tell everybody where they can find us on the internet when they're not here watching us do this thing. Blue Jay, why don't you start us off? What's
Okay. I'm Blue Jay. You can find me most days at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. I just made a handy dandy little pinned tweet that's got all of my stuff on it. I think it's all of my stuff. I can't be sure. But on Monday is the finale of my Star Trek show that I've been jamming over on my channel. And I'm really excited. So that's Monday. And tomorrow I'm going to start playing the Banner Saga, and I'm really hyped. So that'll be good too.
Nice. I have
Yeah.
been enjoying that game. Down below, it's Malik Al-Gharib, aka Dave. Dave, what's about
Yeah.
you? Where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, they can find me at Dave_the_human on Twitter. And stuff that I'm not doing with this lovely group. This upcoming week, I decided to extend the guesting I was doing on twitch.tv/Capricorn Cross because I had so much fun with my giant robot paladin that I'm staying on for another couple of sessions. So you can come and check that out for some more 5e.
Nice. Yeah, I've watched bits and pieces of it. I feel like Giant Robot Paladin is a very Dave thing to be.
Oh yeah, and he let me like level up to level 3, so now I'll be like a really cool big sword robot. It's gonna be sick.
Nice. Cool.
That's that.
Sounds good. Distracted Elf.
Yes, you can find me opening secret tombs on the internet at twitch.tv/distractedelf or on Twitter at distractedelf, where I always fail my initiative roll.
I like that it's a roll you can't even fail. You're just last.
No, I just, yeah.
Perfect. Last but not least, our new friend Lauren. Lauren, tell us about where
Thank
people
you
can
for
find
having me.
you. Yeah, where can people find you on the internet besides here? with
Uh,
us?
You can find me at Random Tuesday in most of the places, or the other place that I do, 2 other places. I do a lot of RPGs at Roll For It, where I'm in a Buffy the Vampire Slayer based campaign, and then over on Geek Space TV, where I GM a space opera campaign as well. So those, just follow me on Twitter. I tweet about stuff a lot.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've seen you do some jamming. It's great. That's it for us for today. I have been your Dungeon Master, Adam Coble. You can find me on Twitter at Skinny Ghost or twitch.tv/Adam Coble. I'm also playing the Banner Saga. We just announced I'm doing a live Banner Saga campaign, tabletop campaign with some cool folks. That's going to be happening over on Hyper on Tuesdays. You can find out more about that other places on the internet. But if you missed any of today's episode, if you're watching this and you're like, damn it, you started an hour early, we're sorry. We're going back to our normal time next week. The reason that we started early today is because Satine Phoenix and Nathan Stewart are at this little local event in San Diego called Comic Con, which I think is short for Comic Convention. So they're at Bait at San Diego Comic Con. Nathan's going to be talking to Todd James about the Adventurers Outlined coloring book. If you don't know who Todd James is fucking awesome. He's an artist. He does like graffiti art, and I can say with like no hesitation that he is like our generation's Dave Trampier. So if you know who that is, you will know why I am so excited about this comic thing that they're doing. So stick around, check that out. Nathan and Satine will be live in just a little bit. And then when they're done, there's a very special Dungeons and Doodles. So lots more content right here. And we will be back next week with more of this stuff at our regular time. Thank you for coming, everybody. See ya. Bye. Send your adventuring party deep into the jungles of Chult. The Roll20 module of Tomb of Annihilation includes the full contents of the original D&D book and adds immersive features like dynamic lighting on all battle maps, character sheets with one-click actions, copy and paste quick encounters, and other interactive features like puzzles and a player's map of Chult. Your next campaign can begin with just a few clicks. Get your copy today on the Roll20 Marketplace.